I think it's just your phone, Brian. I don't know. Get a new one.
I think it's just service. I think it's just the provider. Right now, they're probably...
There you go. It's the provider.
Okay.
But that's what you get for having Metro PCS.
Yes. Let me look up for you. Metro PCS. I'm gonna look on Twitter.
Metro PCS. More like...
Metro piece of shit.
Highbrow jokes here. Highbrow jokes.
It's improved for free up memory. Stopping background. Should I do this?
What? Yeah. I guess, yeah. I look.
What?
I look up Metro PCS. The first thing I see is, why the fuck Little Caesars slapping at 12 p.m. I don't even know what that means. From Metro PCS booming.
What? Little Caesars slapping.
The next comment is, ladies, if your man fuck your best friend, who you gonna confront first? The next one is pee after sex, or you'll get a Metro PCS. What is wrong with this?
What the fuck? What are you on?
Twitter. I looked up Metro PCS. And this is the top tweets. Damn, the worker at Little Caesars just dropped like 3 pizzas on the floor that people were waiting on. I feel so embarrassed for her. Man.
Oh no.
If y'all didn't have pussies, you wouldn't talk to you. Damn. Let me look up the latest.
Some real nigga shit.
Metro PCS, I need help.
Oh, it started, by the way.
Yeah, there's nothing that's saying anything about Metro PCS, Brian.
So Brian, your phone broke.
Yeah, your phone broke.
Get a new one.
It's over for me. Alright, well, who's doing introductions?
You are. Again.
Fine.
I'm lazy.
Oh, wait, before we even go into anything, our last recording got deleted, so we're kind of going to reiterate some things that we talked about like 2 weeks ago or something like that. Obviously, some things are kind of outdated, so we won't talk about it, but yeah, just putting that out there. That's why it's going to be like a month since we haven't put anything
Has it really been a month? I guess it has, eh?
Yeah, because there was like a week that I put out like 2 videos, and then the week before I put out... So, there was like that one time where we had like 3 videos out in like the span of like 3 weeks, and then an entire month went by.
Nothing.
But like, yeah.
It's okay.
Shit got deleted, basically.
YouTube is a dying platform anyway, so it's fine.
Don't say that.
Oh, what?
So, alright, start the intros, Ryan.
Alright, this is Salty Opinions, episode, who knows, with Frank on his flowers.
I don't even remember now.
Edgar.
I think 19.
I want to say 18. I think it's 18. I added the thumbnails and all that, so I think I would know.
Yeah. Legal age.
You trust Edgar on that one. AKA Shades of Horror.
No. It's Fluffy. Keep forgetting this. This isn't a gimmick. This is his name.
And Superior Bones.
Calcium Man.
The Big B.
Oh! B for Venus. I see you, Brian. Flex where you gotta flex it. Big facts. Alright, let's start it off. Fuck, I'm stuttering.
Well, let's first go over our last podcast and what was deleted.
Yeah, what kind of... I think... Kind of... You already said that.
Yeah, I said let's go over right now.
Like what we talked about.
Yeah,
oh,
start.
okay. I guess reiterate.
I don't know what you guys...
This is a bad transition, Brian. Anyways, I guess we can start with KH1 and 2. Edgar's... You're done with it, both of them, right?
Yeah.
Opinions. Well, because you said you haven't played them since you were a kid, a wee lad.
It's been like over 10 years since I've touched any of them.
God damn, a decade. Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's been well over a year. I mean, 10 years. Yeah, that was like before the PS3 came out, before the PS... Back when people thought Kingdom Hearts 3 is definitely coming out for the PlayStation 3.
Yeah, I remember those theories. It's like... 3?
Of course!
3?
Of course it's gonna come out.
Makes sense.
It doesn't fucking come out. PS4. But, what I said about Kingdom Hearts 1 was like...
Big talks.
The combat, like looking back, is okay. Like it's serviceable.
Jesus, compared to 2.
Well, at the time of last time recording, I only played 1.
Yeah, he
So,
was like.
I was like,
finished
it's
playing
pretty like. Let me pull out my notes actually.
through. Oh, man's got notes.
Can't prepare.
Just I didn't want to forget. Alright. Yeah, because I remember when I was playing it, like, it was slow, but just before getting, like, the rolling, the gliding, it just felt super slow and
Yeah, walking everywhere sucks.
kind of boring. And then when I got roll, I just end up rolling everywhere.
Yeah.
And then when you get glide, you end up gliding everywhere.
Yeah.
And thankfully, I played like a good portion of it on stream. So like Frank was helping me like finding out where I'm exactly supposed to go. Because unlike 2, there's no like objective bar. Like,
Yeah. That was like the biggest, I think. I guess the biggest thing that came from KH1 to 2 was that you don't know where the fuck you're going. It's just more like you really have to pay attention
to the dialogues. And what I would do a lot in KH1, even in 2, I'm just mashing X. Like when it's dialogue, like they're actually speaking, I'll listen to it. But when it's like the little bubble, I'm just mashing.
Actually, no, I'm wrong. You could find out where you're going. I think it's either when you press start and you
go to the journal?
The journal. Or like right underneath the status bar. But what I would always used to do was like go into Jiminy's journal and look what like the last thing I had to do because he writes down notes and I'm like, oh yeah. But
I did that in 2.
I didn't do that
because they tell you in 2.
Yeah, but
and also the first in the corner it says like, objective.
Objective, yeah, it's a sliding bar.
Like
yeah.
Like stuff that is like no shit, like kill all the heartless or whatever. But like 1 was like pretty slow. I had to like find out where to go, but that's like a me thing because I wasn't paying attention.
Yeah, but you were doing it for the story.
I mean, yeah, that's why I played both of them in
standard mode.
Yeah.
Fucking weenie.
I hated the gummy ship in Kingdom Hearts 1.
Yeah, it's not great. That thing is trash.
Camera, I didn't really like in 1 either. There's a lot of times where I'm fighting like a big heartless and the camera is fucking me up. But that game is easier than the PlayStation 2 version because they
nerfed a lot of bosses.
Yeah.
They nerfed they also nerfed a lot of moves in that game as well. Because from that thing I was watching, he said that certain moves were nerfed and certain summons were also nerfed.
I don't use a single summon in that game.
Oh, there you go.
And beat the game with 0 deaths, but again it was standard, so like...
Yeah, it's easy.
We're still talking about 1, right?
Yeah.
So one I liked, and I still do like because it's like pretty simple. Like combat is pretty simple.
Oh.
The story is pretty simple. There's really like...
It's very straightforward
game. Kind of slow, but straightforward. And then 2, when I played it when I was younger, I didn't like it off bat just because a major focus on magic and the drives.
Magic.
Yeah, but like...
But the drives were like a new thing to make it more exciting.
Yeah, but me as a kid, I didn't like that.
Was it too much?
I just didn't like it. I just wanted to mash X.
But what about now?
Well, yeah. Now that I'm older, Kingdom Hearts 2 is way better than 1. Like on almost every level, except I still feel like Kingdom Hearts. Like after Kingdom Hearts 2 is where I completely like stopped messing with the series just because game on multiple consoles. Kingdom Hearts 2 like got kind of not complicated. It's not hard to understand, but it got really like tedious and really like convoluted for no reason to explain like a simple story. Light, dark, hearts, like a story that like most games tell, but this one like there's a lot of shit that is weird to me. But there are either things that get explained in further games.
Or like the organization and like
just
his ties with Roxas and why Riku knows the shit that he does prior to him, like it's like he already kind of knew like worlds existed,
Yeah.
But that's only if you played the PSP version, Birth by Sleep, because Terra visits him and he's able
And
to
that
give
girl
him
visits Kyrie.
Kyrie, and Roxas is actually Sora, but Sora's actually Ventus.
Yeah.
You know what sucks? That the whole purpose of like the Organization 13 was for, I forget his name, Xehanort, the bad guy, is to make like remake all those members as him again, like so they can be like 13 versions of Xehanort.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, why wasn't it just that from the start? Why did they have all the other characters and then all the other games explaining the organization and everything? They could have just cut all of that out and made it just.
Well, but I think it's because they had to like make the or the individuals in the organization are doing it because they want to become like, they want to have hearts. Yeah, obviously, Xehanort is not going to tell them, "Hey, I'm using you guys." Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it's from the perspective of them,
and they have their own kind of like motives as well.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You could have just cut all of that out.
But see, that wouldn't make a. If you didn't play Chain of Memories,
that wouldn't make a series that lasts years, way more than it's supposed to, and make games that aren't that great. If I'm being honest,
some of them aren't that great, but that's just like, I think. I don't know. After like the first two are fine in combat. Like it's only until like you get into like Birth by Sleep and Dream Drop Distance where it becomes really floaty and kind of complicated.
But at the beginning of the game, I really didn't mind the Roxas part. I get why people don't like it, because it's like, why do I care about this character?
Who's this kid?
I think it went on for too long.
It kind of did, like, but I guess it just wasn't executed like right. Because you know how you have to do all those like dumb little missions, but it's supposed to make you like feel like it's a real world and make you care about Roxas. But the thing is, no one cares. Yeah, everyone wants to play Sora because it takes so long from 1 and 2 that people just want to play Sora. Like if this came like 2 years afterwards, then people would be like, oh.
But they give you a break. They gave you Chain of Memories, and they explained why he's there, why he forgets things, and he has to remember these things, and why Riku has to go after the darkness because Ansem's still a thing. But Mickey's like, nah. But then he's
Chain
like,
of Memories is the one with the cards, right?
Yeah, I played on the original like Game Boy Advance, but I'm not playing it again.
In the end of that one, like Naminé is like they put Sora to sleep. Like he's got to sleep for like a year for some fucking
which
reason.
Is why everyone forgets about him.
Yeah.
Which also like, so is Sora like God?
No.
Because in 1, when he stabbed himself, I still don't understand this.
When he
all the 7 hearts, like including Kyrie's of the princesses or whatever, why are they in him when he hasn't met some of them?
I don't know, man. Why this story is complicated. I don't know. It's a fucking chosen one.
Because they say like, oh, if they're connected, like hearts are always connected. So if Sora meets this character, their hearts. Like I get that, but he hasn't met all 7 of them. So why are they in him?
Technically, you do.
How?
Technically, you do, because after a while they all kind of end up in Hollow Bastion.
Yeah, he stabbed himself, and the 7 hearts go into their bodies.
Yeah,
why?
But you end up talking to them.
Oh, I didn't do that.
There you go. In that sense, it makes sense because you're talking to the rest of the princesses.
But they're
okay. You met Alice. Okay. You met
okay.
Jasmine.
I remember now. It was
etc.
It was like when Maleficent. Yeah, I can't remember.
And then you end up talking to them afterwards, but like it's never really properly explained.
Okay. Now I get it. Okay, I forgot. Okay.
For God's sakes, he turns into a Heartless, but then seconds later, because of some dumb reason, he comes back to normal.
Or like why Kyrie retains her body even though most people don't. But I heard it's because she's a princess.
She's also a princess, and she's also a
so she retains her body while everyone else doesn't.
Mm-hmm.
So that was weird. The Gummy Ship in 2 was actually fun.
Yeah.
The music is good too.
It's a lot more schmuppy.
I actually enjoyed it. Combat again is way better.
Tons better.
Camera's better because it's like pulled out, so you can actually like see. I abuse a lot more things in 2, like limits, dry forms.
Yeah, they're there for a reason.
Yeah, and 1 again straightforward game, so I didn't use no summon. Same thing in 2. I didn't use a single summon.
I played it on straight magic and dry magic.
Yeah, magic is good in 2. Like I would have used like thunder and
Did
yeah,
you
reflecting?
Yeah, I told you, right? Reflecting.
Yeah. I started to see when I first got it. I'm like, this doesn't do anything. And then when you like level it up,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh wow, you could just abuse. Like if you don't know what to do against certain enemies, you just do it.
Yeah, and then it gives out like little projectiles.
Yeah.
Same thing with Magnet. Magnet is extremely.
I didn't really
good.
use Magnet, but I saw a video explaining why Magnet is good. Like you can like Magnet and then just do Thunder.
Yeah, it's good for mob control or
Yeah.
like crowd control.
So I'm like, oh,
And
okay.
pulling in certain things, and it also does thunder magic.
What about the music aside from the cubby? Just the game's
Good.
music.
I mean, it's
Oh,
like good.
I like that intro more than one. Sanctuary is like by far my favorite like intro to that song because of the transitioning where it goes into like it sets a tone.
Yeah.
And then by the point where they go into the stairs, and I'm like, oh shit.
Yeah, I can see that.
I can
You
hear that
beat
song.
part 2, right?
Yeah, I like for part 1. Oh, part 1 I didn't do all those secret bosses because I'm playing it for the story. So I didn't fight like the Ice Titan.
Oh, I guess one can say he wasn't ready for the games.
But in Kingdom Hearts 2,
Okay.
I actually reached level 99. But again, there's abusable things in that game, like abilities and that Keyblade that you get 100%. So basically, I would just go to, I guess the final world? What is it? The final world in Kingdom Hearts 2? The White Castle?
The place that never was?
Yeah. So I just put on that Keyblade, get into critical health, and I get 300 XP. So I leveled myself up to 99. And I also looked up how to like level up all your drive forms because I had roll but only level 1. I had glide but only level 1.
That's what I'm saying. You have to that's the reason why I would say like use the drive forms early.
Yeah.
You get high jump from Valor. You get like
that slidey thing from Donald.
From Donald. Master form, I believe you get
the double jump.
There you go, double jump. And master you no. Final form you get something else.
You get the super glide.
There you go.
So I did that, and then I fought Sephiroth. He was really easy, but I was level 99, so that's not fair. And then I throughout the game I beat all the little like Organization 13s, like the ones where there's like a little emblem and you fight them.
Yeah.
Not the database. It's different. It's essentially the same thing.
They have like little dark places. I know there's like some. I know
Yeah.
there's one in like
There was like 4 or 5. It was the guy with the
there's secret
axe.
bosses. The guy with the axe. There's the lightning girl with the knives. There's
the guy with
with the
that
book.
weird hammer sword thing.
The book guy too.
Yeah.
He's one of the easier ones.
Yeah.
The thunder one was really annoying. I hated that bitch.
I'd be here pretty easy. But again, I
99.
might have been over leveled. I didn't fight her at 99, but I was like, I didn't fight them as soon as I saw them. But there was a new area they added to this one. Oh yeah, both of these are Final Mix, by the way, for the PS4. But there was that new area called Chamber of Remembrance, I think it was called.
Yeah, I've never seen it. I don't
It was
I got
added
the
to
end.
this game, like this version.
What is it though?
It's a new area, so basically the enemies are tougher than like normal enemies. They also have special properties, like this one, like Ghost Sting. Normally when you fight it, you can hit it, but in that area, it's like invisible to melee attacks, so you can only hit it with magic, unless the ghost touches the ground, where it like flips over, and then you can hit it with melee. Just the boss, the Heartless are just a little bit tougher.
Mhm.
So, essentially, that whole area, you have to. It goes into you like you have to go with it with all like the limit buffs. I mean, not limit, the drive buffs. So, it's like to go to one area to another, you have to have like that Donald dash, whatever you call it.
Oh yeah.
I got through it by like rolling to the ledge,
Yeah.
jumping,
Yeah, I saw.
and gliding. You're not supposed to do that because I had to YouTube it because I literally couldn't get to the next section. Like it's impossible. So I YouTubed it. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I YouTubed it, and I'm like, oh, I have to actually like level this up. That's why I did it. So once you do that, you have to fight hordes of nobodies. You know, they're not hard. And then you get to the final area, which is like you can fight all the 13 court guards, whatever the fuck they're called.
Organization 13.
Organization 13 members, but they're way stronger. Like they're the strongest bosses in that game. Like they have like stupid high
Health.
HP and
Yeah,
do
yeah.
a lot of damage.
I know, like, one of the hardest ones was always that pink hair guy because he has that little curse on you.
Yeah.
The one with
Doom.
Yeah, I know what you're talking
I
about.
hated
The
that.
one with the scythe.
Yeah, he's cool, but I hated fucking fighting him.
Mm-hmm. He was the only guy I died to. But I fought him when I was level 60 something. And I was like, what the fuck does this do? Then I got to 0 and I died. And then when I got to 99, I fought him. I only got hit like 30 times, so I'm pretty sure if I would have tried it again, I would have beaten it. But yeah, it's just a new location added for people who want that extra
Challenge.
and then that secret boss. You know, the Keyblade.
There's a couple secret bosses there.
No, but the big
Terra.
Is he Terra?
That's
I
Terra.
thought he was
He's-
Terra.
Armor.
Yeah.
Armor? Yeah, that's Terra.
Awesome. Yeah, that's Terra.
Yeah,
He's easily exploitable though.
I didn't fight him. I don't know how to get to him, but
Apparently, if you never fought him at all.
no, I
There's
don't know
a-
how to get to him. Same thing with the secret
It's
boss in
in,
Kingdom Hearts 1.
It's in Mickey's castle.
Ah.
A big portal shows up, and that's where you find this mysterious figure.
Oh, okay. Because they also have one in Kingdom Hearts 1, right? I don't know where to find him either.
What? Terra's not there.
No, you fight, there's a secret boss. He summons a shield, and he has it's Xehanort. In Kingdom Hearts 1.
Oh, yeah.
He has the lightsabers.
Yeah,
and-
yeah. I don't know where to find him though.
But he has the club.
Yeah,
I don't know where to find him. Yeah. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 is just overall better, but like Tifa in that game is just, why is she there?
Who?
Tifa. She's in that game.
Who? Who's Tifa again?
Final Fantasy girl punches.
She literally is in that game for no reason.
Yeah. No, she's there for a reason.
She's finding Cloud, but she doesn't. But she never finds him.
Yeah.
And she's just there. She just pops out, punches the wall. Guess he's not here, and
Yeah.
leaves.
Most of the Final Fantasy characters,
Maleficent is also.
they're
nerfed.
there for fan service.
Yeah, Maleficent is nerfed too. Like she's not. She's more of a good guy.
Nah, she's still pretty evil, but she's
pretty
fucked
evil,
over.
but she saves you like 2 times.
Yeah, but that's because she's like, well, fuck you, man. I'm gonna do it my way. She's working with Organization 13. And she's like, well, I'm the bad guy. It's like, no, you're not. You're just a stepping stone in my bigger plan.
And then fucking
Pete, go do my bidding. Okay.
Pete, I hated Pete.
But I want to be a good guy.
Also in this game, Goofy is like the only smart character out of the 3.
Yeah.
And 2, I'm like, what the fuck did they do? Donald is an idiot. Sora is also an idiot.
They're both stupid.
But Goofy is the only one who like makes sense out of things and like says the answer. And everyone else is just like, I don't get it. And then he dies.
Oh, he's like, but you're the captain's royal guard.
But Kingdom Hearts 2 is better than 1. Like, easily.
I love the game. I love the little fan service they do too when it's like, when Mushu,
Yeah.
you go into it's like, oh yeah, this kid, I remember him. We used to fight Heartless all the time.
Oh, I thought you meant the aesthetic of the world. Because you know how the explosions, they make it...
Oh yeah, that too. I mean, that's pretty cool. Even like Simba's worlds, it's like, oh hey, it's you, Sora, my nigga, what it do? And fucking Donald and Goofy. Donald's a fucking seagull and Goofy's a turtle with a shield on his back.
Yeah. Again, that it just gets really convoluted for no reason. For like what is a simple kind of story.
Cool. Once you get on the DS, like,
there's also certain lines they say like
So-
that make me just go like, oh man, if only you knew. Like lines like we may never see each other anymore again, but I'm like, man, if only you knew how many games come out after this. You guys will see each other plenty.
But at the time, you know, it was very
Yeah, it's
sentimental. It's like, it'll be another 10 years.
I actually never felt anything while playing both of those games.
I did because I was an impressionable kid.
No, I mean, yeah, when I was younger, yes, but I mean now, like,
Oh,
my feels didn't come back. I guess.
Yeah. It's more like nostalgic. I get really nostalgic whenever I see the intros, and I'm like, oh shit. But like, yeah, there's lines when I'm like, this shit is so fucking corny and stupid.
Yeah. Yeah, that was Kingdom Hearts.
Like this shit with Tarzan, where you're just saying nonsense. That means
Gorilla.
yeah. Kerchak. No. Gorilla.
Oh yeah, Kingdom Hearts 2 also, well, obviously it looks a lot better, but like, this is an HD remix, right? I don't
It doesn't look any better.
because I even looked it up.
Necessarily speaking.
I looked it up and like the promotion, like the trailers, Yeah, it looks way better, but then when the final product came out, no.
It's like so.
It doesn't look as good as the trailer, and I'm like, oh man, that sucks. But,
I mean, the FMVs always look nice.
Yeah.
But like...
when the characters are talking, especially in Kingdom Hearts 1, it looks rough.
Oh,
The
yeah.
mouths just move.
Yeah, because the budget's so weird. Like the one in Port Royale, those models look so
It
fucking...
looks so real.
it's
And
so
the Pete
realistic.
is right there.
all colorful and shit. Just like, what to do? We
Those
got
are-
guns.
Those enemies are annoying as shit.
The zombie guys, yeah.
Because, like...
You have to fight them in the moonlight.
yeah.
You pretend
But
to the
like,
devil in the
if
moonlight.
I hit them, they get sent to like the shade, and then I'm like, fuck, I gotta walk you around back to the light. But yeah, that was kind of.
That was the reason why that game got teen rated, because it had blood
Wait,
in
is
it
that
and
the
alcohol.
DVD
Yeah, that's
copy?
it went from E, and then because
They
of
had
that
blood
game
in this one. I didn't see no blood.
in Port Royale, there's like a slight tinge of blood, and because there's alcohol references.
I know,
and stuff.
I know. There's alcohol.
There's blood because they cut this hand and shit in the
They didn't
medallion.
show blood in it.
It's alluded to, like it's there. Sorry, Brian, I didn't mean to cut you off.
But
No, I was just gonna say that's ridiculous because you have to bring the enemies to the moonlight to kill them, but that shouldn't still kill them.
It makes sense though because of the movie, but
They get
doesn't make-
exposed.
not even in the movie, they just can't die.
no, they
matter
turn they turn back into they're normal human beings, but
in
in the moonlight they're
turn
exposed into the zombies,
what.
and
But
then
even
you can
if
fight.
they're not in the moonlight, they're not normal human beings. They're still undead. They're cursed. You can't.
It's just a visual thing.
Yeah, it's just a visual thing. In the moonlight, it's revealed that who they are cursed.
Brian,
That's
this is
all.
Kingdom Hearts.
This is a video game. You gotta kill 'em.
Don't
Yeah, I
let
mean,
them
I
goof-
understand.
Also,
that.
before I forget, before we move on, I'm also playing it with the mindset I haven't watched 90% of these Disney films,
Oh yeah,
so I get no references. I did not watch.
Probably like little girls are the only ones.
hey yo,
I mean, I don't know any
Like,
guy who's
there's a
watched
lot
like
of-
90% of
I've seen
Disney
a lot of the
films,
Disney
right?
movies.
Because like when I was streaming, he was telling me that I'm like I never watched. Like I barely remember anything from The Lion King because I remember I did watch that,
You fight Scar though. That's a big cool fight.
but everything else I didn't watch any of them.
I really
I
like
watched
the Aladdin
again,
ones.
like I said, I've watched more Disney films now as a grown adult than I ever did as a kid.
There's a word for that on the internet. Man, was it? Mantra.
Nah, I just kind of got open-minded and I realized, you know what? Frozen wasn't bad.
Ugh. Ugh.
It's alright.
Ugh.
You know what?
I saw Frozen forcibly. In
Did you
my
like it?
aunt's house. It was nothing. It was nothing. Like, I don't know. It was nothing.
Did you
I
watch?
have no opinion.
But Brian, girl power.
Did you watch the one with The Rock?
Moana.
We saw that one.
Oh,
At an empty theater, mind you.
It was out for like a week or two,
There was like 3 people, and then one of them left.
and they were all grown adults like us.
And then there was some of them with their kids,
Yeah.
and we just stood there in the back like chilling.
I saw that one too. Also in my
I like
aunt's
Moana.
house.
It was alright.
I like the songs.
I like the Gajalakas that are there.
I didn't care for it either. I thought it was.
I actually kind of like that one movie because I like the songs, and I like that really eccentric crab.
I didn't.
Oh
Whatever
yeah,
he was.
I like his song the best. His was my favorite song.
I didn't like the ending, the big fire girl thing. I thought that
It was
lame.
symbolism, Brian.
Yeah, I know. It's still lame.
But yeah, that's one thing we talked about last time that I also finished. But now, Frank,
But we can all agree now that Edgar has joined us all on the Kingdom Hearts 3 hype train.
How do you feel
I
about it?
wanted to play Kingdom Hearts 3, but the thing is, it was either look up YouTube a video explaining the entire thing, or
It's 5 hours.
you know what, this game ain't coming out anytime soon. I can play the video games.
Yeah.
So
You
I
just-
was like, let me play.
And you still gotta play the other ones
Yep,
that come in that mix,
yep. Which
Ooh.
I'm not kind of looking
which are
forward to.
dumber and stupid.
I'm like, they're
I
dumber.
think you can go. I think at this point you can just go
That's-
YouTube it. Just go do
I
that.
actually did
No,
that.
just
Yeah.
just play the
Just-
game.
After I beat
You've done
2,
enough.
after I beat 2, I was like,
But it's a disservice. Play the game.
The only one I think I might play is the one after 2. The one that takes place after 2 where Riku and Sora are doing the exams.
Oh, the Dream Dodge Distance.
Where Sora gets that...
I only want to do that one because like I want to play Riku. That's it. I'd rather play Riku than Sora.
But like, I was
To get
watching
you
like a
confused.
little video on it and there's like weird like gauges.
It's got a
Like it's a
different-
time thing. I heard like
It has a different.
there's a
mechanic
day
to it,
like
yeah.
you switch in between. I don't know. It sounds again overly complex. I'm just like
What's more complicated
fuck.
is the pet system. The pet system
Yeah.
can get very convoluted. There's even a glitch when you try to get a very specific pet, and you try to get that to a certain rank, and when you're synthing it, that causes a glitch, and that
I
causes
saw a
the
lot
crash.
of synthing shit. I'm like, man, I want to
Synthing
play
is
these
probably
games.
the most complicated thing ever. It's so annoying. But like that depends game to game.
Yeah. Kingdom Hearts, I didn't know what I was doing. It was just more like, I just collected shit, and if I can make it, I'll make it. And then I got like Save the Queen and Save the King for like Donald and Goofy.
Oh yeah, those are the best weapons.
But yeah, probably next time we record, I will decide if I'm gonna really YouTube
Oh,
it.
you never
or
got
if
Save the King?
Yeah, I did.
Oh,
No,
you
but
said
I
Save
mean
the
like
Queen.
play the games.
Oh, okay.
The next game. Well, that was one thing I did that started video games, but I'll let Frank go.
Yeah,
next.
that was 35 minutes
35
of
minutes of
straight
Kingdom
rambling. Ooh, we'll be back next time though for more rambling. Okay, I mean there's only like 2 games I've been trying to play. This Neo, that's still going. That's the game that I don't think is gonna end anytime soon. South Park, I bought that like fairly recently.
Which one?
Specific.
Fractured but
Butthole?
whole. 13-year-old humor. That's a really good RPG game. I haven't played an RPG like I guess turn-based in a really long time, aside from Darkest Dungeon, which is also really good. So I think, and I haven't watched South Park in a really long time either. But I heard like this game got like a lot of praises and it won a couple awards. So I was like, yeah.
The first one was more praised than the second.
Yeah.
one. The
Stick of
second one
Truth?
wasn't.
Yeah, I heard
Stick of
more
Truth
things
was-
about
yeah.
the first one.
That
than
one
the
was
second
good. I played.
Is this the one?
This is a superhero one.
No, but is this the one where like you can pick your skin color and it says like it changes the difficulty?
Yeah,
Is this one?
you can pick your gender too, and that triggers a little cutscene where like these rednecks come out, and so
I love
let's say let's say you pick like I chose basically cisgender male, and it's like we don't like your cisgender males around here. We don't like your kind. And there's another point where it becomes really self-aware, and you meet Jesus, and you have to take Kanye West, but not Kanye West's mom, into heaven, and then you're brought back down to earth, and then they say the dialogue that you chose. Oh, we don't like you, cisgendered male, Christian, agnostic, lawful good,
It goes through your stats.
Hispanic American, and then the other character's like, hey Cletus, why are you talking like that? Oh, pre-recorded dialogue. It's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. I like how self-aware it is, and it's so stupid. But like, I like that this game gives you a lot of freedom, like a lot of creativity. The dialogue is really good. The side quests never feel like side quests. It just feels like, I don't want to do the main thing right now. I want to get sidetracked right now. There is a little bit of a difficulty spike here and there, but it's really fun. And the only thing I would say is that like you only get like 3 basic moves and 1 super move, and I feel like that's kind of annoying. I feel like you should at least get 4.
It was kind of like that in the first one.
It was like that, but I don't like that choice because you're like certain like the combat can be kind of like annoying because it's tile based.
Mm-hmm.
So like in the beginning, you only get very situational moves. So let's say you pick a brutalist, like it's all really super close range, but like you don't get to dual class till like later, and so like it gets kind of weird like that. But even then, like picking a class can be also very annoying. But like I mean, it's still really fun. I really like it. Like I said, a lot of the comedy still really retains, and it's like it's a little aged though, like a little aged. From like the time that it came out.
I like it more for its like comedy.
I like that too, cause
the gameplay is just like a bonus.
yeah, exactly.
And I heard that the game came out with 2 GLCs. The latest one just came out. I didn't even know there was any.
Yeah. There was one with Kenny, and that comes up with a new class. It's kind of like a necromancer.
But I heard they weren't that great.
The DLCs? I don't know. I haven't got up to there. I'm still playing the story. It's so stupid though. But what's it called? I would say if you're a fan of this game, I mean, if you're a fan of like RPGs and you're a fan of like South Park humor or just South Park the show, I would highly recommend this game. Highly recommend. Highly recommend.
If you're a
this game.
fan of the genre and then the South Park, I'm pretty sure you're gonna go for it. If not, it's just like an issue with money or something.
Yeah.
Anyway.
That's all I really gotta say. I just really like that game. I think I synced like 50 hours into the game so far. And I'm still not done with it. It's just
Alright, so what do you guys want to talk about next?
I'd say like that. Shit, man. Well,
Let's
Monster
go
Hunter
straight to
World is
movies.
kind of coming out. We'll do it like a real quick.
DLC.
Yeah.
How's that today?
Wait, what? The Final Fantasy?
Behemoth?
thing?
Yeah,
Yeah.
Behemoth, man.
Oh, yeah. That's old news.
Oh, yeah.
Old news,
we're
news.
just
We're
saying.
past that.
The PC stuff as well is also coming out soon. People are really excited for that because mods and shit.
Yeah.
I'm just excited for the fucking the Dragoon armor. Did you see the armor?
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, and the little emo you get, the jump shit.
That's cool, man.
I'm excited for that.
I was never a fan of the Dragon Ball.
Because you're a fucking weak ass fool.
Something we talked about last week, but well, not last week, but last time we recorded, and only I finished it was Megalobox.
I finished it too now.
My
Right.
sentiments are: I wish I liked it as much as everyone else. I thought it was okay.
Not even everyone else liked it. A lot of people have a problem with that ending, but I'm
But that's like
perfectly
an
fine
ending,
how the
but
ending.
I
I like the ending. I
But
really did.
I haven't seen many people say like it wasn't bad. I see like
It's 50-50.
90% of people say it's good.
Yeah, I like the
But-
ending. It's really good. I like it.
No, I mean the whole thing.
Oh, I have problems with some of it, but that's in the middle. Where like I feel like a lot of that budget was saved towards very specific episodes, and obviously a lot more towards the end. There's one where he fights Pepe Iglesias,
Yeah.
and I really like that. It actually retains some dialogue. He's Mexican. He only specifically talks
I
in
like his
Spanish.
theme.
And yeah, his theme when he came out was really cool, and he was like all calavera thing. He had like the little mask.
Yeah, it was on
and,
his shoulders.
And the shoulders too.
Yeah.
Was like, and they call him the Spider,
Yeah.
and even the other guy.
The white guy.
Yeah, and he has like, his voice didn't really suit him.
Yeah.
It sounded a little bit too high, like a little bit just too high.
Yeah.
But I
It wasn't
like.
racist enough.
Yeah. Okay. But like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't like that dubbing that much. But I like the fact that they retain language
Yeah.
in there. So it's just like, oh, it's international. Anyone can box.
But yeah, I thought it was okay.
But-
I don't think the action was that cool.
No,
I didn't
that's
really
what I was getting
love
into.
or really like
The
that
fights
many
were, some of them were really stale in the beginning. Like I said, the one with Pepe Iglesias, I was like, oh wow, that's like the most animation I've fucking seen in this
Yeah.
series so far. Was like it was very fluid. Or even when he fought that one guy from the junkyard, when he was like kind of sliding through the punch.
Uh-huh.
Again, there were just very specific moments where I'm like, oh, I wish it was like that the entire time. Because the one with the shark guy was really like lackluster and like kind of bland.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy he fought after that, again, just like, okay.
One shark guy, one spider guy. What's going on?
Well, they're all like animal based, themed.
Like Spider-Man.
I guess.
But yeah, it's like an underdog story, like boxing, but they use
Aren't they always?
gears, huh?
Aren't they always?
But this one is like specifically like that's what
Underdog, because it's,
like
it's
he
an
doesn't
homage.
use the gear, everyone else does. So
It's like it's like Arms, the game,
Yeah.
basically, where they have gear.
except they're basically meaningless in this anime.
It's
Aside from giving all the opponents he fights like something unique,
yeah,
but you know he could take a punch, so he beats everyone.
oh yeah, you were right. That her brother's AI gear was pretty OP, but
Like
utterly useless.
against Joe because you know he's not using the gear, so
But I like that whole little dialogue that he had. Was like, oh, was that you or the gear?
yeah.
Was it you who was fighting the entire time, or was it the AI doing the work for you? And I kind of like that little like struggle, internal struggle that he had himself. It was like, fuck, are they right or are they wrong? I want to prove them wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. It's like, who am
Music
I?
was cool.
Am I man or
Visuals
machine?
were cool. Like the aesthetic
Who's
was
in control?
cool. It's just like, I thought it was okay.
The Yuri fight was probably like the best fight. I really like that fight. Even the one with the lion guy was really good.
Yeah.
again, it's just like an animation problem. But I feel I did look at some stuff, and it did pay a lot of homage to the old anime. Ashita no Joe. There was a lot of like specific shots.
Yeah, I know some of the shots, but like, I don't know. I thought it was okay.
It was good here and there. I wish that the rap stuff was integrated more than it was, because there was the one I think in episode 3 where it was just like it had like an overview of the
It had
city.
that weird bit towards the end where the kids started rapping.
Yeah, I was fine with that. I liked it. It was cheesy, but I really liked it.
But I was just like, it's weird. This kid is rapping all of a sudden.
I like.
He has no interest in music whatsoever, but he starts breaking down in rap. In the moonlight.
Yeah, boxing, shadow boxing, mind you.
Yeah,
and then comes back.
but still on the topic of like anime and manga. I basically watched a bunch of anime.
Oh yeah.
Wotakoi, Love is Hard for an Otaku.
Relationship anime.
Yeah, basically.
Yeah,
Stuff
basically
like
relationships for adults, but like yeah, with a title like that, you would think it's like trying to paint a picture of like it is hard for otakus, but it's really not. And even the anime like kind of shows it. It's really not.
Remind me again what an otaku is? Just like
It's just a nerd.
A person who is obsessed.
There's
or
different types.
is
Like for
infatuated
instance,
with something very specific.
the main character, the female, she's a Fujishi, so she likes a lot of like there's a shit called Yuri.
gay.
Yeah. She likes that a lot. She even goes to cons because she sells that. She's also into like video games, but not as much as the other main protagonist, who's a boy.
Gamer. Oh, how
Who
relatable.
he's a game otaku, but the way they both deal with being an otaku is different. Like she is embarrassed by it, and she doesn't.
Did they ever bring up the neat problem? Like, are they neats?
None of them are outlandish. Like none of them are crazy.
Fuck that shit. I don't want to watch it.
They're all like they have their weird quirks, but none of them are like heavy panting. Like none of them are embarrassing.
That's what I want. I want to see like cringy people.
Like that already.
Well, yeah, there was the one with the Watamote.
Yeah,
And I love that show because it's like, holy shit, people like you exist.
very few.
And even that other show, Welcome to the NHK, where like he's a NEET and he's a hikikomori, and I like that because that's a lot. And his neighbor was like a huge anime otaku kid.
But I guess these are more like realistic. So like the way she deals with it, because essentially she was in a different office. They're all grown adults, but her boyfriend found out that she's into that, and he ends up breaking up with her, and then her entire office finds out.
Shit.
And she
Break
leaves
up over that?
Yeah.
Oh, you like something I don't like. Oh, that's weird. Oh, we're done.
So when she moves to this office, she meets an old, I think it's high schooler. It's an old childhood friend, which is him. But he is like a really gaming otaku, but he has no problem with it. So like in his lunch break, he pulls out his Switch, and I don't know how they got the rights to this, but he was legitimately playing Monster Hunter. Like it says Monster Hunter. He's playing a Nintendo Switch. Like in a way, there's a lot of.
It's like shoehorned in.
There's a lot of like sponsors.
Yeah. I was just about to say, yeah.
So he deals with it like most people kind of do, and then another couple.
One thing is being into Yuri, like hardcore, and then there's just being like a gamer.
Well, it's a different type. But then there's another couple of a guy. He's like he doesn't look like an otaku at all.
My bad.
But
Yaoi.
you later find out the way he deals with it is he just likes to do what he likes by himself. So he likes lolly mangas, but
A pedophile.
he just finds them cute. He doesn't find them attractive. He just finds them cute. I mean, if you want to call it that.
An admire from afar.
He has like a very like kind of like.
You can look, but you can't touch.
He looks kind of like a thug, kind of, but he's into like small, sweet girls. But he likes to do his shit privately.
He's got like 6,000.
His girlfriend, she's a cross dresser. So
Lolicon, my bad.
So she dresses as a boy, but a very attractive boy. And the other girl actually knows about her because she follows her.
Wait, how is that an otaku?
She's a Fujishi, but she also likes to partake in it. She likes to cross-dress.
Oh, like a
and go to
cosplayer
cons.
type.
Yeah.
Okay.
So the other girl knows about her, but she knows her as the man, not as the woman.
That's interesting. It's
So
like pretty taboo.
They share like
interests. I
obviously
like that.
things,
That's
and
cool.
they're couples. So like the way that like the other couple works it out is he's just like they respect what they like, but
Yeah, he dressed up as a little girl.
he never asked her
Okay.
that. He doesn't. He's more like self-preserved. But they've been going out since like graduating high school, so
Yeah.
the other couple kind of looks up to them. But they're constantly arguing, but you can tell they like genuinely like love each other, because they argue a lot, but you know they're still like cool with each other and stuff. But that's basically what it is. And
sounds interesting. The way
Yeah, I like it. Now, question: do they paint these interests like in a certain light? Like
they just paint him like anyone else. Like they showed the guy who's an otaku, like the gaming otaku. Like they show his room. It's a normal room. He has a couple figures there, like real figures, like figures that you can buy right now, like Koru. What is it, Kobayashi? I forgot, but just figures I've seen other real life anime characters. They just show them there. They're just like background shit, but he never like.
Well, what I mean is like, do they?
He pulls out a Wii, and they play Mario Kart. They say Mario Kart. They reference the real names. They don't call it like Kart.
M-Cart.
Yeah, like they use the real name. He pulls out the wheel, and they play. They drink beers after work, and they just act like normal people.
No, that's not what. Like, okay, but I mean, like, do they romanticize it in a certain way where, like,
Nah.
you know, it's cool to be this, or like,
Nah.
your problem isn't a problem. It's like, you know.
No, but the thing is, no one in there has like a genuine. They kind of just enjoy what they like, but they never like. There's no like silly scene where like the girl, her bag opens and like you see all her lewds and shit. No,
Yeah, that's what I meant. Like, more or less.
They're just living a normal life.
Okay.
So like even though with a title like that, it's not like they're romanticizing that being on top is hard. They're actually kind of showing you that it's not hard at all. It's how you like want to live your life. Like the only character that I guess makes it hard is the other girl, the main girl, because she had her boyfriend break up with her. So she's like, oh no, I can't. That can't happen again. So that's why she ends up going out with the other guy, because he knows they used to be gaming buddies. So she's like, the only way to shut this guy up, talk to him, and they both make a deal. Like, we will go out with each other, but you will never speak of what I like, and you will help me on video games. And he's just like, yeah, okay. I have nothing better to do.
Yeah, okay. I wish
But
there
then
was
they
more
develop an actual, like, they actually start to like each other.
Is she the only one that has, like, I guess, like, a real problem? Like, I would say quote-unquote real, like, you know.
Like she
something
has
traumatic.
the problem as in, if people find out, she will be, like, hurt.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. Is anyone else hurt in this?
No.
Or is it just
The other guy pulls out his Switch when
That's
he's
a little
on
whack.
lunch break and
That's a little
on
whack.
travel. The other guy, he likes to keep to himself, and then the other girl, because she's a cross-dresser, no one knows it's her. So they know her as, like, her social media, but not, like, work.
Is this like a one and done season type thing, or is there gonna be more afterwards?
I know there's a manga to it, and that continues to go. But,
Okay.
I'm pretty sure there'll be more. The way they because it's not like they don't end it in like a abrupt way. It's more like there could be more. And I heard it did pretty good. Like most people liked it. Like it was one of those things that not a lot of people watched. But people watched it like really really liked it. So it did good in that sense. But if they decide to do it, it would just keep going like on their little journey until they have sex and stuff like that. And then another thing I watched was Akatsuko,
Yeah.
which same people who made Hello Kitty. Yeah, have you seen
Company?
Yeah, but it's again more of an adult-oriented
Sure.
thing where it's like her life as like working
Someone
in a company.
like their 20s or mid 20s.
Yeah.
Type thing.
So
Fresh.
she's
out of
like a little
college.
red panda. She gets obviously like work builds up and has her personal problems, so she goes to karaoke and sings death metal to let go of her stress. And then you meet a bunch of other characters that like have their own, like they all feel like real human beings.
But wait, they're all like little animals?
They're animals, yeah.
Yeah, they're all animal based.
So like the boss is like this fat pig, and he's really like
A pig.
he treats women, like her specifically,
Like trash.
like kind of trash. Like, oh, you're a woman, you're supposed to be doing this, this, and this.
And he has this like little kiss-ass meerkat like pet thing to be like.
I actually
"Yes, sir.
really like
Yes.
him because
Yes.
he when he laughs, it reminds me a lot of Hajime no Ippo. Like, you know how Takamura laughs and they had that weird.
Oh yeah,
weird
the
thing?
big dumb face.
Yeah, so I actually liked him since the beginning, even though he's a huge asshole. But you later, they don't redeem him, but they show like when it's time to work, he works. So everyone works on computers, but he's really old school. So he has a little like what are those things called? Where you do math, but it's like literally just the little things that you put up and down. I forgot what it's
I know
called.
what you're talking about.
Syllabus.
Let's just go with that. But
The slidey things. Cause
Yeah.
he did that when he was trying to like shame her. Like the pig did that too. He was just like.
yeah, but like there's an episode where characters are not present, so they have to go into like maximum overdrive, and he's just like working hard. So he's not lazy; he's just an asshole.
Yeah. Just
But-
ass. Yes, man.
In a later episode, it's good that he's an asshole because he gives it to her straight, while other characters don't. So he's very honest, even though he's an asshole. He's honest.
Brutally.
And then there are other characters that there's like a little deer. She's like into social media, so
Oh yeah.
she's
a bitch.
people hate her, and she's also a bitch. But I like the fact that she doesn't lie to herself. Like she knows she's using the boss, so
Yeah.
she's really nice to the boss and gets on his good side. She
She's
has her own way of working with the system, but she's honest. She knows people don't like her,
Yeah.
but she doesn't care.
She's using it to her own benefit.
So yeah, she's not like one of those people who think she's a nice person. She's like, oh no, I know I do these things, and I know people hate me, but it's how I get by in life, and that's basically this whole anime, how people get by in life.
I hate that those personality traits usually always coincide with each other. Being like honest and being an asshole.
Mhm.
It's like a lot of times they'll go together, and I don't like that. It's like I aspire to be honest to like my friends and family, or brutally honest, but I don't want to be an a-hole. I don't
Well,
consider myself.
You
that
can be
most of the
well.
time.
There's a character there who actually likes the male. I mean the female protagonist, but
The hyena.
he's honest, but he's also nice. So he would be like what a
that's
normal
what I'm
person
saying.
would be.
Like if you're nice, you can't be perfectly honest.
He's
you don't wanna hurt
honest with her,
anybody's
but
feelings.
it's like he's honest, but he doesn't give it to her as straight as, for instance, the boss.
It's a bit of sugarcoating.
Yeah, and like he likes her, but you know that's why he won't lie to her. Like if she has like a thing, he'll say it, but not like he won't call her dumb or bring up her gender or anything like that. He would just say like a normal human being. And there's another character who also is like relatively normal.
Oh, Fanico?
Her other friend.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the fox.
Um,
I'm not done with the series, but I'll probably watch it after, like once I'm done.
yeah,
watching
it's like a fun little series that like you can look at it kind of dark because it does portray like especially like Japanese work style where you're working over 50 hours and your life kind of sucks and
Yeah, it's like I guess our version of a 9 to 5, but like that's your entirety, that's your life. It's day in and day out, and like
Yep.
And your pastimes are like doing what she does, drinking, eating when you can, and any free time is very little and few in between.
and
that
how
kinda sucks.
certain people kind of get away with things with work, or even like how hard-working people kind of get the most shit.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Stuff that are like you can look at it and be like, that's really depressing because that's the real world.
Yeah.
But it's also very like it looks very cute.
Like
so it kind of like is
It,
okay.
it eases itself out with like
It's cuteness.
the art style that it's done with, and I think that's a very good compliment.
But if you actually think about it, it's kind of fucking depressing. Because we
Oh,
all
shit.
know the people that they're portraying.
Yeah.
Um,
Moving on.
really quickly, another anime movie I watched, which I don't watch really that many anime movies, was Your Name, because it was pretty big. It's like the highest grossing anime movie in history.
Oh yeah.
It was pretty
Another
good.
relationship thing.
It's more like the lack of relationship. It's two characters that don't actually meet each other, never met each other. It's like it more plays up the idea of yearning for somebody or feeling something missing in your life. So even though it has romance, like as a tag, it's not really romantic because for a large portion of the show they don't meet each other. It's like a weird thing. It's more like there's a lot of twists. Main girl, she's very traditional, lives in the countryside. Boy lives in Tokyo. They both have their own problems. There's body swapping, so they both kind of live each other's
spoilers.
lives. No, this is just the premise, and the way they communicate is through leaving messages in their notebooks, their hands, and text messages, and they both kind of do that.
It's like a long distance relationship.
Well, it's more like coping with each other's life, and then it becomes like the boy genuinely falls in love with her, and there's other shit, but that's like spoilers. It turns into like this real like, what the fuck is happening?
Okay.
It goes past that they live far away from each other and goes into time and a whole bunch of shit like that. Another thing I watched was that I'm watching is Hanebado. It's a badminton anime. I think I talked about it.
Yeah, no, that was last week.
Yeah, but
very quickly though, just go over it real quick.
It's cool so far, but it's kind of. I like one of the characters. I don't really like the other one. It's a toss up right now. The first episode was pretty good, and then after that, it kind of feels a little like not villain of the week, but girl of the week. Pink hair bitch comes, yellow hair bitch comes in, stuff like that. But it's a lot more about drama than actual like sports, I would say. Even though so far so good, it's just. And then I watched the first episode of Made in Abyss, which is pretty interesting. The kind of cute style, but I heard it gets pretty dark, which is not why I'm watching it. It's more because it looks interesting, like a lot of world building.
I heard the same, yeah.
Essentially, there's a big abyss in the world. People live around it. They want to go down in there to find out. Main girl, she wants to go down in there because her mom's down there. I'm pretty sure she's dead, if I'm just giving a guess. And they find relics, skeletons, shit like that. There's monsters down there. Ooh. And boom, that's the world.
That sounds really interesting. I'm down.
Yeah, it's kind of like a mystery.
Yeah, I'm watching that.
Okay, Brian.
I don't know if you'll like the style. It's kind of cute.
It's pretty moe.
They're children, but it's weird because they're small children, but they don't look human-like, kind of. But they're also super strong because the girl uses a pickaxe to break through walls, and she carries over. Like the other adult characters are normal human proportions, but they're not. So it's kind of it's kind of like a mystery thing, but it's interesting.
Check it out then.
Check it out, yeah.
Brian, are you watching anything?
Right now, no.
Not a damn thing.
Not a damn thing. I was thinking about getting into My Hero Acting.
I think you'd like it.
It's a big thing. I can check it out.
It's
I
pretty
like
good.
superheroes.
It's Green Naruto. With all the
Green
stupidity
Naruto?
of ninja shit.
Hmm.
No offense. And by that I mean all the offense. The only thing I'm watching right now is like a ton of Adult Swim shit. Like just cartoons and stuff like that I've been wanting to get back into.
I wanted to talk about cartoons too, but I don't know if now's the time.
We can save it for next time. Yeah. I would consider for next time, like where where modern cartoons are at right now, and stuff like that. But the only thing I guess anime related that I really watched was FLCL 2, or Fully Cooley Progressive, which I think fairly recent, like just ended airing, or
that's
maybe
literally what it's called, Fully Cooley.
Yeah, Fully Cooley Progressive.
Nice.
So.
Yeah. It's a weird show.
If you've watched the previous season, or series rather, I guess it's season. Yeah, last season.
It's weird calling it a season.
Yeah, it's weird because it's been so
it came out so long ago.
I think over 20 years ago, or maybe a little bit more. No, I want to say 20. Something like that, close to 20. But this has nothing to do with the previous story, necessarily speaking. It does bring back Haru, and just certain themes around the game. No, she's still the same.
What the fuck?
Well, I mean, if you watch the series, she's kind of like a weird entity that doesn't necessarily age.
She doesn't age.
She's from fucking space, dimensional land.
Is this like in the future?
Yes, actually.
Oh, okay.
Because it's the same thing where they have to deal with like a certain middle school, and like again the whole theme of adolescence and like dealing with like certain problems that you go at like a certain age and dealing with like say that you go either at home or at school and stuff like that. It's very I guess artsy fartsy, very like art house like inspired stuff, and different companies, even though it is production IG that does do like I think the first couple of episodes and then they get outsourced to like different animation studio. I do like certain choices that they did. Obviously the Pillows that did the soundtrack for the last show came back again. I kind of wish that there was more newer songs prominent. They used some of the older songs.
Really?
They used two of the main songs, which I like. That's good. I like that. I Think I Can, and I think it's called Shooting Star.
Mm-hmm.
The main hype song. And I really like the ending credits, the animation for it, and the song for it. Overall, I really liked it. It's a little bit more slightly convoluted. Where like I felt like in the first one, things were like in this town, things are happening around the main character Naota, and it kind of revolved around him and his problems with his brother, his neglect from his dad and his grandfather just kind of being there, and his friends, and how he viewed growing up as like a boy in middle school, and how he found everything else boring around him. And this is sort of the same thing, but there's another character that's also like a kid called Ide, and towards I think by the second or third episode, the focus is a little bit more on him than the girl, which I was like, that's kind of a cop out. But the problem is still like with her, and I have to watch it again, at least maybe 2 or 3 more times to really understand some of the symbolism. But turns out like in the first one, you know how like, have you seen FLCL?
I saw the first one, yeah.
Okay, so you know how like Naoto's like he's able to open like shit with his head, like gates.
Yeah.
So it turns out everyone can necessarily do that, but they have to meet a very like specific threshold. They have to basically mentally break down, or something has to trigger in their head, so like that gate is able to open. But technically anyone can open it, but only very specific people can do it.
Mm-hmm.
Which is why they also explain like what she's actually after. And I don't want to spoil it, but it's more than just some like power that she's been seeking from the first one. It's more of like shit, I don't know how to explain it without getting into big spoilers. She's after a very specific person.
Okay.
And she does have connections with
Turns
specific
out it's his
person.
brother.
No, not at all. Not at all.
So what one has like nothing to do with this. Aside from her. And obviously it would be better if you watched one so you can get some things.
Yeah.
But like,
you can watch this one and be like, oh yeah, okay. But if you watch the first one, there'll be like certain references, and like certain characters will be like, oh, that's him, and oh, this is that, and this is this. Like they bring back certain references and stuff like that, but you can still watch it as like a completely disconnected show because they're different people. But I'd say it's a watch. If you don't really like I guess really artsy shows, or like, because it's really short, it's like 6 episodes. But
how long?
It's only 6 episodes.
No, but how long is the episode?
About like 30 minutes.
Oh.
Like 24 runtime, but commercials and shit. I'd say it's worth a watch. I sort of like it more than the first one, but not necessarily. Just because, like, again, the focus shifts really weird, and I think I really have to watch this at least 2 or 3 more times to really understand it.
You don't like females or something?
No, I like the girl, and I like the certain problems that she was going
Sounds
through.
like you're...
But I wish the focus was more on her
on the
than
man.
Ide.
On the man, huh?
No.
I thought we established already that Frank has the big gay.
You kind of do. You like a lot of gay characters.
Yeah.
Yeah, you do actually.
Maxie was straight before.
You like Maxie. You like
Maxie
that.
was
you like
straight before. It's only until
you like the guy from Tekken 7. The
Steve Fox?
No, the other one.
Who? King?
No,
The gay one.
the gay one.
King.
The guy who looks like the guy from Team Rocket.
James?
Yeah, the guy who looks like James.
Lee?
Yeah.
Nah, Lee is just he's very.
Nah, he's gay.
No, bro.
He's gay.
No,
Lee
he's
is
very
terrible.
fabulous. He's
No, Lee. I heard
he's
he was gay.
metrosexual. No, he's not gay.
He's gay.
No. He plows many.
I know there was another thing you liked when the character was gay.
Fuck
Quickly, we're gonna go to quick time events. But oh shit, I shouldn't have said quick time events. That's from another podcast that I listened to. Current events.
This nigga.
Evo is coming up. That happens in like 2 days. So
Watch
if you
out,
like,
Fossil Team.
if you like fighting games, obviously you know about that. Fighting games, we got Dragon Ball Fighters.
Oh yeah, Goku finally arrives.
Base Goku and Base
Finally.
Vegeta.
Impressions
They're finally
Brian.
here.
He's haven't talked shit at all.
Um,
This is your threshold.
Nothing special in my opinion. I like one of Goku's super moves where he's just like a flurry of attacks after Kaioken.
Yeah, Kaioken.
That was cool. Vegeta was kind of disappointing.
Yeah, I don't like his super.
But
Which
I'm
one?
Where
Where he just
Oh.
throws up a name and is like, yeah. I know it was a reference,
But
but
you don't like his intro where he just comes and fucking yells?
I like that. Yeah. No, I'm just saying. I like the Vegeta. It was just it was just lacking to me. It was disappointing. Like that, what you just talked about, that thing. I don't know what that reference is.
it's
for.
a reference from he did a very specific attack.
Like I remember him killing off the Ginyu Force members. I know he kills off.
This is Base.
Like I know, yeah, I know, and I
Yeah,
know.
isn't that how he kills a Gui too? No, he throws a thing. I know he kills
He
someone
just,
like that very specifically.
He does that thing where he does this and he just like explodes them.
Oh yeah.
And I just like from my recollection, I don't remember who or when he does that. He just like looks up and just kills.
No, he did
somebody.
that in like early in the show.
Like
when he
that's
was
like a
introduced.
Trunks thing. Like that's Trunks' big thing against Cell. He just like goes up.
Yeah.
I thought it would be cooler if he did the Gallic gun from up top.
I'm sure
That's
Like
one of
he
his
does from
specials.
Gaiden. I know,
Like his
but I
level
wanted
ones.
I wanted that one to be the cinematic version.
You know what? That would have been really cool.
But how do you know that's his level 3?
It is his level 3.
How do you know?
This is level
It probably is, but I'm just saying. But then Goku's burp, which,
Yeah, obviously. Makes sense.
So whatever. Welcome additions. in
Moving
my
to
opinion.
Broly. Man's
Broly trailer.
opinions. We talked
Wait,
about it last
Broly
time.
what? Movie
The trailer.
Broly?
Yeah, trailer,
Yeah.
bro.
Oh, super hype. I don't know. I'm excited for
Yeah,
it.
you would. You fucking show.
I think the trailer looked good.
Yeah, it did.
It does look good.
But, like, we know the story already. He's a...
He has 5 forms. Well, technically 6.
I don't know about that, but I'm just saying from the trailer alone, like, he's obviously, like, developed by Frieza.
No, like 4 forms.
Developed by
Yeah.
Frieza?
It's highly
almost
hinted
Possible.
that he's
I'm almost positive
like
he's made from.
He's made from previous Saiyans. Like he's made from different like.
They all have his colors.
Yeah.
When they show like
Different babies.
when
in
Broly
tubes.
comes out, he literally is coming out of Frieza's ship.
Yeah,
It's
it's
in the
weird.
Bible.
I know that. I know it's weird.
Even though
Like,
he's-
why would Frieza be in this movie?
But he's shown as like without the armor. He had like he looked
Yeah.
like a slave. But unless he's
But
probably ranked
his
up
dad
in
and
armor.
everyone else has the colors, the yellow. I mean, not the yellow, the white,
Purple
green, and
green.
purple.
And
Why would they have that colors? Why would Frieza be in this movie if he has not a direct connection to Broly? He made Broly, which is why.
But why?
Because he wants a strong Saiyan, which is why when he fights him, he's like, oh, he's so strong, and then he gets like fucking chest pumped.
Ayo.
That's why Broly in the beginning is just base Broly, and it's only until he fights like Goku Blue where he shows the fucking beam in the other trailer, and he comes out like actually like Super Saiyan.
Yeah.
So he's like a fast developing Saiyan.
Yeah.
So you think Frieza?
Yes, I'm
This
almost
test
positive.
tube baby
Especially in the
baby
ending
boy?
where
It
they kind of
is.
show a tube
They show
thing.
test tubes. Yeah, of the babies.
Like, oh, you told us the entire story.
That's crazy. I would not have expected that at all. Frieza to create a freaking Saiyan, like
The
It kinda
dialogue,
makes
the
sense,
fact
though.
that he's coming out of Frieza's ship and it's in the background, the colors they use.
yeah, but that's kind of a stupid move on Frieza's part because you know how strong a Saiyan can get, and if he gets to a point where he thinks he can betray
Just
you,
like his dad, he
he'll
thinks he
try
can
to
control
betray
him.
you.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm gonna make a Saiyan, beat up Goku, I'm gonna control him, and boom.
And I'm pretty sure Goku will go Ultra Instinct in this one as well.
Well, they showed him in blue, which is like his
No, I'm sure-
strongest
I
form.
don't
I'm
think
sure
that-
he
I
will
don't
go.
think that'll come back.
No, he'll go. Go.
I do not think that will come back.
No, it's already established.
Well, overall,
It's
it
good.
looks better than like anything.
I like the art style in this one. Like something about it just looks way better.
The way
The way
Again,
drawn.
it's the way they draw them. They draw them very round as opposed to Dragon Ball Super.
I don't feel like I think Ultra Instinct would be like a step too far. I don't think it would be necessary in destroying.
Because
they literally say he's the strongest he's ever fought. Stronger than Jiren.
he was fighting him.
Nah.
He was fighting Goku Blue close to his base form. Like his hair was up, and he was already Super Saiyan. He was fighting Goku Blue.
This is
Like it was nothing. He was just.
Hey,
like,
you think about it. Wow, that's just coming to you right now. After all the years of watching Dragon Ball.
I would never agree that anything was not stupid in Super. There was a lot of things. Like I told you before, I didn't like how Blast
Broly is just a
now.
number. He's just a power level.
But Broly is just come on.
I read an interview where they translated it, and it says he's literally the strongest opponent yet. Especially because they reference that Goku finished the tournament power.
Yeah.
So he has to be stronger than Jiren. No one, they never make an opponent for Goku not
He's
as
not
strong as
stronger
the
than
one
the last
before,
one.
unless they have like a dumb thing where they can
A
like
dumb MacGuffin.
yeah.
But that's trash then, because
Brian,
They've
you
been
realize
doing this
after
since day
years?
one.
no, because
Yes.
now look, this what I'm saying is this is just essentially a fight, a big fight. That's it.
This is everything.
But,
Dragon Ball
but he's
is.
not a villain though, because the villains are like Frieza, Cell, and Buu. They've been built up. This is just a fight. Oh, he's
You
the
telling me
biggest,
Jiren
strongest
was
thing.
built up?
Broly was always this though. He was always
And
just
this
like
is a movie too.
a big rival man who was just like, hey,
Jiren is
Well,
like
I think that's
a
something
nothing
thinking.
character, but he's just a power level. Same thing as Broly. He'll come out, be big and strong. And who knows? Maybe they'll pull a fucking
at 180.
a thing where like he doesn't even defeat Broly. He makes him good.
Yeah, he lets
And
him go.
Broly is just the dumb
Goliath.
Broly in the team.
Which I'd be fine
He's gonna
with.
die. He's gonna die.
Well, yeah.
And it's not fair to say that about Jiren, because Jiren comes from a completely different universe, and there were multiple.
And yet he
universes
is
put
still the
together.
most
No
boring
one
character.
cares about
He
his
couldn't
dumb
build
bald
them up.
ass.
It was a whole thing.
Topo was more interesting than his
Couple.
eyes.
Topo could burn
It looks really nice, but it's just gonna be. It's gonna be good for like a movie, you know.
Like I
Yeah,
said
it is.
before, it's gonna have some big dumb butt rock music to go with. It's
Nah,
gonna be
it's
some.
not gonna have no.
Oh, it's
rock
gonna
music.
have some dumb butt rock. How you tell me? Panthera, that very specific song by Panthera is gonna kick in when he's like transforming. I can hear it in my head already. He's
Maybe
like,
in the
slow
FMVs you're gonna
as
see
all the rocks
afterwards.
coming up. He's
People
like,
are already making FMVs with the trailer.
Kakarot. I can hear it in my head.
Oh my god! Imagine if he actually says that. So many fanboys would like just jizz in their pants.
Yeah, you're one of them.
I'm not a fan of Broly. I never have been. This new one, since
nigga, I'm
he's
about to
canon,
knock you out. Get out of my house.
He's canon now, so it's like okay, it's cool.
Yeah, 'cause
but
Toriyama
before it
was
was like
writing
I don't
him.
care.
Yeah.
Who didn't watch any of the other Broly movies? He said in an interview.
Who?
Toriyama.
Which is dumbfounding to me.
That's if a lot of the fanboys realize how little the guy actually has.
He doesn't give a
involvement,
shit. He does not give a shit.
A lot of the there would be like a large portion of the villains wouldn't exist if it wasn't for his editor. His editor tells him to do everything, and
Yeah.
Toriyama just does it.
Because paycheck. He'd rather play
why
Dragon
would-
Quest.
Like you don't have to do much.
Which is true.
Oh, it seems like a lot of people like this Broly character. I'll actually watch the 2 movies. No,
Three.
3 movies.
4 movies.
Nah, I don't watch those movies.
Well, that's what he
Is
did,
it
and he was
4?
like, "Oh yeah, he's a big strong guy.
First 2.
I'm gonna draw him up."
Is it 4? I feel like it's 4.
There's like
3. I
There's
feel
the first one
I think
where
there's
Gohan's still a kid.
when
and
he
then-
returns, and then Cyber.
Then 2 is when he comes back and Gohan's older and Goten is there with Trunks.
And they do the big.
And then Bio Broly, where it's just Krillin and I think the kids, and they take him out.
and Android 18.
Yeah, we
Woo, man! All right, more current events. We got the Venom trailer.
Ooh, wee.
It looks cool. I
Brian?
like it.
No. Brian, this is your platform again.
Venom looks good. He had a line in there that just bothered me, but it was
Which
kind of
one?
like
Oh,
a
which one?
reference to the comics because he talks like that to the criminals in the comics.
Oh, like what?
Is it the
Where he
last
talks
part?
about- He talks about we will eat your limbs and your legs.
And you'll be a little turd
in the wind. Yeah, I was like, aside from the turd in the wind part, it was okay because he talks like that to in the comics. He's like, we're gonna eat your brain. You know, we're gonna.
To me, that's just cringy, normal superhero talk.
He's very edgy.
That I
It's,
expect.
it's funny, and I liked it until he said the wind.
Was this supposed to be funny or menacing? I
Both.
couldn't tell. To
It's
me, it was funny.
intimidating.
It's supposed to be kind of both because it's basically a reference to the comics. It's like, clearly, look, fans, this is Venom.
Well,
He's
we
saying
care.
the thing. Yeah,
That's
it's
why we change his face
it is
multiple
funny.
times.
Look at his face. Look at his reaction. He knows.
We
he's
won't give him the
messing
spider
with guy.
symbol. No. You don't
But he
get
hasn't
that.
met Spider-Man.
Yeah, I know exactly.
Just the white veins.
Yeah, going through his body.
But then,
I wish they would have given him more of a blue tinge.
he still looks good to me.
He does. He looks very beefy.
His voice is good. I am not a fan.
I don't like
at
how they
all
portrayed
of Eddie
how.
Brock.
Yeah, I don't like how they're betraying him,
I don't like
which
Eddie
is
Brock
really
at all.
weird.
His voice, the way he talks. His
No, I think the
personality.
casting's fine. I think who they casted for. I remember
I like
forgetting
that
his
guy,
name.
but not here.
I don't like what they're doing with his character. He's kind of a semi-loser. He's sort of still relatable,
He sounds like
and
a
he's sort of an
bumbling idiot.
anti-hero.
Oh, they're gonna say
Sort of.
bum because he literally is a bum.
Well, that too. But the thing is that he was supposed to be like a very hard contrast to what Peter Parker is.
I feel like he is Peter Parker, like kind of working real hard.
Exactly, and I don't
and
like that.
And he's not getting anywhere in life, and it's only through the symbiote where he's like, "Hey, I
My life can change.
Yeah.
I'm big now. But Brock was always big, and he was always kind of a douche. And it was only until his lowest of the low where he was like, I fucking hate
They're
Spider-Man.
just trying to make him relatable right now, I guess.
I guess that's
And that's
fine,
one thing I don't like. I
But
don't know.
still, like,
But
you
it's-
know, that's completely changing Eddie.
Tom
Brock,
Hardy.
so
There you go. Tom Hardy's fine. Yeah.
It's
cool.
not, in my opinion.
I'm
the
still
way I
gonna
would
watch
take
it.
Other than that, I don't like any of the like scenes where it's just him and then the tentacles come out of him. Because to me,
Really?
that just makes no sense. Yeah.
But that's how they do it in the comics. Literally, tentacles come out of him.
That's all he has right now.
It's because it just looks weird. Like they put a whole motorcycle chase scene or something, and they just like added tentacles and stuff. It looks weird to me.
That part of the trailer looked weird, but you know, it's supposed to like
Tendrils.
And
it's
I
fine.
tell myself that the symbiote can turn itself into clothes.
Yeah.
Like you can disguise itself something.
Yeah.
So it coming out of like the sweater or something
Yeah.
like that is fine to me, but then again, it's not fine. Like it still looks weird. It
I
still
think
looks
it's just
bad.
because you're seeing it as like a movie. It's like real life, heavy air quotes here. So when you see it go from like it being on on paper
a normal change
and 2D,
scene to like,
yeah,
I
you see
feel
all
like
these
I
weird
feel like you
prototypes.
should still
Yeah,
see
yeah.
at least
Yeah, there you
maybe
go.
like the sweater stretch a little bit, maybe some coloration from like gray
well,
to black.
it's
just
supposed
the
to be very
tendrils just
thin.
straight come
But
out.
I mean, like if you think about it, it's
it's
a
coming out of
very
his skin.
thin slime, and you can seep through the fabric and shit like that. If you really think about it, it
Yeah.
makes
maybe they'll
sense.
touch it up in post.
Yeah. I mean, who's gonna really complain about this shit like that? It's fine. I'm still gonna watch it.
And besides that, the main villain is just completely.
Main villains. It's gonna be more than it's 5.
Now there's one main
It's
villain.
5,
and
I'm
it's
telling
the
you.
Riot symbiote.
It's Riot, Lasher.
They could be there, but
They're gonna be there. That's
they
the whole
could
thing.
be like very minimal compared to Riot. The Riot, the big bad Indian guy who was the leader of the company, whatever it's called. I forgot.
I have no idea what you're gonna
And
talk
he
about.
looks so bad. Like it just as a villain, he just looks so bad.
well, compared to Venom, yeah.
Big bad company man.
yeah.
I don't like it.
But who else is he gonna fight?
But the man, you gotta take down the man.
Carnage. No. Like I wanted Carnage, but it doesn't look
Yeah,
like
it's a
they're gonna do it.
possibility. Maybe.
They look like there's gonna be like the end scene to like, oh, we're gonna do possible future if this movie does well. Look, Carnage.
Watch it,
I
bomb.
mean, that's what they do with the Spider-Man movie.
Yeah,
There's like a bunch of them.
but
and
this
they go
one's not
nowhere.
gonna have them.
Moving on. Godzilla.
Gojira.
That's
Mm.
racist. You can't say that.
What the guy says it in the little first movie, we call him Gojira. It's like so stupid.
Now that's racist.
Yeah, but you can't say
I
that.
was like, why can't you speak perfect English the entire time? We call him, and then you quickly switch to the Asian thing, Gojira. It's like
It's
just say
fan
Godzilla. You were speaking perfect
But
English
Brian,
already.
his native, he comes from the native land of Nepal.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Godzilla
tell that
trailer
to
looked
all
good.
the other Americans that he's standing next to.
Looks good. I'm gonna watch it, but I was gonna watch it regardless.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Ghidorah, Mothra, Rodan,
That scene
all
where
the warriors.
where Washington is just destroyed. I'm pretty sure that's like a
Probably a flashback or something.
not a flashback, but like what could happen in their head. Like, oh my god. But if that shit actually happens, I'm like, oh wow, a lot of people dead.
I
Oh,
think
hell
it was
yeah.
too much monsters. I don't know what they're doing with that.
Whoa,
I'm like,
whoa.
much.
Too many.
Did you watch the first Godzilla?
My nigga.
They barely show him.
They only
Yeah,
have like 2.
that's what I'm saying. Like, okay, if they're gonna have Godzilla fight a monster, you already have the 3-headed one, and then
Did you not see
the
King
other one.
Kong? That nigga was bop, 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 bop.
So that's fine, but that's like too many against just one. I'm pretty sure Mothra and
No,
Godzilla might.
Exactly. You know, Mothra is gonna help. He always has his daughter form. Oh, sorry, androgynous. Sorry. They will help. But then, you know, it'll seem like it's been killed because it's in its larva form, and then it hatches into, you know, beautiful, glorious Mothra.
Plus, they gotta get to King Kong, which is gonna be the next movie. So
He
has to beat up all these other monsters, and then he can, step up to the
he's
plate
a king.
and fight
Long live the king, bro.
Kong.
Step up to the plate, King Kong. I think after Godzilla takes out these two monsters, he'd be like way over.
Nah, King Kong getting big.
King Kong's freaking.
He's getting big.
They literally reference that. It's like, oh, he's still growing though. Give it time.
He's gonna get huge.
He's beefing, bro.
He might not be as big as Godzilla, but he's gonna have that like agility.
Okay, what is a giant monkey gonna do against the fire breath of Godzilla?
I don't know. Did you watch any of the King Kong movies?
Did you see the King Kong
How he
movie?
beat up those dinosaurs?
Yeah,
those
he
T-Rex?
just like broke them up and like beat them down.
Oh yeah,
okay,
wait,
can
the
beat
Peter
down
Jackson one?
Godzilla, but what if Godzilla wants to open his mouth and breathe fire down his
No,
neck?
he's gonna give him that 1-2.
What probably is gonna happen is they're gonna have a little scrap. King Kong is gonna get his ass beat, but he's gonna like learn how to be immune to like.
No. What it's gonna be like the first one. He's gonna use the environment to his advantage. Like the last one, he literally took like one of like the things, and he just fucking killed one of them like that.
Yeah, I would say King
He's
Kong
very
has that
adaptive
over
in that
Godzilla. He has limbs.
Godzilla's got like fire breath. No,
And
hey,
so is
but
fire.
he's the OG. Respects to the OG.
But like, yeah, King Kong.
King.
He's more like he can actually do shit.
I'm very hyped for this one, just
I
because the
predict-
monster fights are going to be really emphasized, which is what everyone wanted.
I predict King Kong versus Godzilla, scrap like you said, and then the big bad comes.
That's what I was gonna say too. Like they gotta team up.
Oh yeah,
And they
yeah.
do like a clothesline.
It's gonna be like a World Star video.
And then they bring The Rock, and then it ties in fucking. What was that movie he just did on the video game? Rage? No, not Rage.
No. I know what you're talking about.
I used to play that game.
Isn't it
God
Rage?
damn it.
No, not
Isn't
Rage.
it Rage?
No, it's not Rage. No, that's a Bethesda game, first person.
What the fuck is it? Shit! It starts with an R. I was gonna say
Rampage.
Rampage.
There you go.
There you go. I could
Which
picture
has to do with
Godzilla.
another gorilla.
Yeah, basically.
I want to see that one. Just because it looks stupid.
Next thing we have is the Shazam trailer.
Shazam! Oh no, what was it?
Shazam.
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 There's no H there. Shazam.
Shazam.
I know nothing about this character because he's a DC character, but you know,
Brian.
A wizard in the sky gives a little kid
I saw
his
this.
powers. So
But
when
you
he
gotta say
says
the name.
Shazam, he becomes a
Shazam.
fully grown adult with the power of the wizard.
Other thing I say is I don't like that his thunderbolt is super like
Apparent.
it's like a flashlight underneath it.
It's fine.
Like I would get it if it flashes up when he's like maybe flying, using his powers, but he's just walking around and it's like super bright. Like it just looks weird. It looks cheap.
Well, the suit looks a little cheap. Like I wish they could have gone with like the new 52 look just a little bit, like modernize it just a tiny bit,
I liked it. I thought it was fine.
I like
It's
the
just
movie.
that.
I like the tone. I mean, he did do the floss, so you know.
Yeah, and it had that
Fort fight.
the song not Kendrick
Humble.
Lamar. Is it Kendrick Lamar?
It is Kendrick.
Yeah.
So you know,
It's gonna be hip and urban.
I'm sure it'll be okay.
it'll be fine.
Oh, you don't like it?
I'm not a fan of Shazam, but I think he's cool. He's fine. The whole thing looks okay. The trailer, even though we didn't get like an action-packed trailer,
Yeah,
it still looked. The comedy looked.
I think
okay.
it was just trying to establish tone and be like, hey, no
I
more
mean, is there
nitty
really
gritty
gonna
for
be a
us.
big villain for him to fight?
Yeah, there is.
Could be
Black Adam? And that's supposed to be The Rock, because he literally looks like the character. Well, not literally, but you know, he's the best.
Yeah,
suited
I
for
heard
that
about
character.
that.
And I wouldn't mind that, honestly.
Next trailer, also like superhero oriented, is the Teen Titans. Not Teen. No, Titans TV show.
Ooh. You hear that? You hear that in the wind? What does that say? What does that say, Brian? This is. Oh, fuck Batman. Thank you.
That trailer was kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Kinda, nigga. It was cringy.
It's terrible.
The whole tone, the music they use, like.
I'm not even gonna give it a chance. I'm gonna be an a-hole. It's done.
Well, I wasn't gonna watch it regardless. That's why I was not like into.
You
it.
can't even watch it because you have to be part of the DC fucking
Ooh,
app.
man.
Which I'm not.
I think the best looking character there is Robin.
That's what literally everyone said.
What killed it for me was Raven being like a kid.
Yeah, she was
Like,
terrible.
She's
like,
nice.
Yes,
do
purple
that.
hair, purple blue hair. I'm just like, oh,
That's why.
No, that's
I
fine.
didn't watch the
I don't like
animated one.
how whiny she is. She's so whiny. She's like very edgy emo girl where she
yeah.
she's never really been
The way I
portrayed
think
as
about
that.
Raven is like she's essentially like the god among all of them. That's what she has, like,
Yeah.
at least to me, a very like nonchalant attitude because like she could essentially just kill all of them.
Oh no, that's not this. She does it because she represses her feelings.
No,
and
I
her
know, but
emotions.
she didn't seem like the type of character that's like a damsel in distress. She just seems like
Exactly.
whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
You guys are idiots.
That's why she meditates and shit. But
Sure.
you know, I gotta scream and ask Dick
Beast Boy.
Grayson.
He's fucking a green Asian guy.
Yeah, with the green, we like green hair maybe, but I don't know why there was a problem where I know you want to go for like a realistic thing, but I still don't see a problem with making Beast Boy's skin color green and Starfire's orange. Like the actor
He
herself,
was green.
Yeah, he was.
all
But-
green, like all
Yes,
green.
all
Yeah,
green.
but that could just be like when he's about to transform.
Yeah.
Because they show him in like his tracks.
Because I think
I've
that-
seen like pictures of him. He's just like really pale skinned.
No, I in the trailer he's completely green.
in the trailer, I don't know how it's gonna be.
Oh,
I
that's
think he's
good
just
then.
gonna be like he transforms and then that's when he's green. I don't know.
I mean,
could
I've
be
never
wrong.
seen him not green, so I want to presume that he is green all the time.
We
Yeah.
got an Asian Beast Boy and a Black Starfire because everything today needs diversity.
Thank you, Brian.
I don't know about that. I thought it was just because they don't want to make her orange.
I
don't
think
know,
they
though.
should have. I think regardless of black actor or white actor, I think she still
She should have been orange.
orange.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah.
This is
I
like
agree with
very.
I don't like her the fit. I don't like her fit.
That she's fat.
No, is she fat?
No,
She's
not
big.
big.
I was talking about her costume.
She's built.
I don't like her costume whatsoever.
The only two
It looks so
Starfires I
trashy.
know is Injustice Starfire, Injustice 2, and Teen Titans. Those are the only two Starfires I know.
Which are all like slim and sexy.
I don't know about sexy.
Okay, very choice words.
Right.
Okay.
That's
Uh,
that's the theme. That's why her clothes are always skimpy.
I don't know
That's
about
her character
sexy.
You're giving him that sus look.
What?
But, okay,
Look,
if you want to
regardless,
think of her as sexy.
I just don't like how like they gave her this.
If I'm into a character as Raven more than Starfire, but that is Starfire's
dig, dig
theme.
your own grave. That's okay.
It's sexy.
I-
Digging my grave.
I don't-
God damn it!
Sus, Brian.
Putting me on the spot.
But yeah, she's technically
I don't like her
should be
costume.
orange.
And she shoots fire, from what it seems,
yeah,
which I literally don't understand why.
she can burn people,
But it's green energy.
but that's not.
And she's
violent
supposed to
enough.
have.
Kind of like should be just like I don't know, plasma or something.
Yeah,
It
exactly.
could still be like it's
Flammable,
heat based.
but
Yeah,
it looks
flammable.
like-
It's like really hot, like energy blast. Like,
But she literally looks like a pirate.
Well, that's hard
character.
to do. You know, they're fucking just using like assets that you could just buy online. Fire effect.
That's very presumptuous of you to say, but I don't know.
No, they're probably not doing that. But I don't know. It's just I was never gonna watch it anyway.
Oh,
but-
people are very upset also because of Cyborg. This is
was
like-
he in that trailer?
No, he wasn't. He's not. He's not gonna be a part of it because he's, you know,
'cause he's in the movie.
in the league.
He's in the league.
That makes sense.
But I'm like, I wanted Cyborg to be there.
Well, now you have your black character. It's called Starfire. Yeah, it just looks like it's trying a little too hard.
too
They try
hard.
not
Way
enough
too
in
hard.
some
Way too hard.
I saw some people saying like it's crazy how cosplayers look better than this. But then I think about it, I'm like, you guys have to realize. Yeah, I also agree. Some cosplayers look a lot better than this.
Yeah.
But they all probably suck at acting.
Yeah.
Not that these are great actors, but I'm just saying like, it's not as easy to just pull one of these cosplayers who cosplay what's that guy's name? Piccolo.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know how he made.
He draws them in modern
And
clothes.
then
And
I
shit.
see so many people just recreate the same shit from his drawings. You can't just pull them out because they probably are shitty actors. Well, they don't act at all. But
Well, people are more like the costume itself looks good. It's not like the person who's doing it. It's
Yeah.
just saying like, hey, this person did a lot better job than this corporate place, or like, it's just I don't know.
which is
It's just,
true.
like, it's so. I really don't like how they're handling the show.
Yeah, but
Simple as
I don't
that.
think you can compare cosplayer costumes to like if it's a Titan show costumes because they build these costumes based on the world they build.
Yeah,
A
exactly.
cosplayer would go straight from what the comic character is,
Or from
and they
drawing
can make it
that
look
they
really
want.
good.
Like
yeah.
Robin's is easy to do,
But
you
it
know.
doesn't fit the world that these guys are trying to build, which
I
sucks
guess.
because that world sucks and so do your costumes.
It's just dark and gray.
Come on,
It's just dark and gray and modern.
Which is what's in apparently.
Teen Titans Go movie. Did you guys watch it?
No. So
I
let's-
didn't, but I
hear.
I watch
I hear good things.
Nostalgia Critic, Doug.
Ugh.
And he went and saw it. And he said it was pretty good. Not great, but pretty good. He got a good laugh here and there.
I heard it was
funny.
pretty good.
I hear
Yeah,
it's good too.
so I'm not gonna.
I'm gonna watch it when I can.
I don't know if I'm.
I'll
gonna
watch it one day.
If we would go and watch it, I'd go and see it with you guys. But by
Is it an
myself,
offer?
probably.
But then that stinger at the end, though.
It's coming back. Y'all niggas bitched enough.
It's coming back in 5 years. Once Teen Titans Go goes away.
Once we're done milking the cow.
Then we'll give you guys another shot and see if you, support this.
We'll wait.
It's crazy how Robin in Teen Titans Go is literally like the one that's keeping the series alive. Like he's like really apparently the funnier one and like the main.
Because he's
character.
crazy!
Yeah, he's so
I
mad.
know.
I love it.
That's why. Like no one else does anything really. It's
Yeah,
just
I mean,
all about Robin.
He's
No,
the
yeah,
most
the
out
sidekicks
there.
too, like the boombox, the little like
But they're like
Robin
special
Rang.
characters.
I like them, and the Hawk. I mean,
Because like
Robin.
Cyborg and Beast Boy in Teen Titans Go is like one character.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they
I
really
know.
are.
That's my point. Like the
Same thing with
movie.
kind of Raven and Starfire. They also have their team up together in one episode.
And sometimes the villains, they have their own little moments. Sometimes, but Robin is the heart of the show.
Yeah, because he's the crazy one.
In the movie, the whole premise is that he wants his own movie. It's all about Robin.
Yeah,
I find that funny.
Yeah,
it's self-aware.
Yeah.
I love that.
Like it boiled down to like just focusing on one person because of he being like the funniest.
Yeah, the funniest to laugh at.
No one's laughing with him. Everyone's laughing at him. Ooh.
Yeah, that's basically what he is. Everyone's just laughing at him.
Even his own teammates laugh at him, and the problems
The
he
fact
goes
that
through.
he can't take spice, he finds a potato with 1 gram of salt spicy.
The fact that he had to keep eating guacamole in order to gain powers, but then ate too much and he became fat as fuck, and they had to beat him back into being skinny. The fact that he has baby
He's
hands,
the butt of the joke always.
and the fact that his baby hands got out on a date with Starfire, he had to fight his baby hands to get it back.
God, it sounds so ridiculous.
So stupid.
Man, you think there'll be returning villains when Teen Titans come back, or they'll create something?
Yeah,
Of course.
not.
Why not?
Yeah, they're just gonna bring it back and just do it all over again.
Terror's gonna be a thing.
Hopefully they reference Teen Titans. Hopefully they reference Teen Titans Go, like they're
Yeah,
sitting
yeah.
on the couch and they're literally watching
They're literally
Teen Titans
watching-
Go.
Yeah, that'd be great.
And Robin looks at his hands. I don't got baby
It
hands.
could be
I'm swole.
a tie-in with that villain that.
Oh,
the
TV man.
role, yeah.
That was it.
But guys I want to come back really are my favorite is Mumbo Jumbo and then Mad Mod.
Who's Mumbo Jumbo?
The
Who's
blue,
Mad
the
Mod?
blue magician guy.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't like him.
What? He's the
Okay.
best.
But I was a kid and I didn't like magic.
This nigga. No imagination. Moving on quickly, because I really want to talk about.
Last thing that we have is Yu Yu Hakusho OVA screenshots. They look cool, but I don't know how I feel about more Yu Yu Hakusho.
It's not gonna be more, is it?
No, I'm
It's a
just
special.
saying it's OVA.
Well, technically,
I'm very like when I like something, I don't like that they just continue it because I feel like what if it's bad? I can ignore it, but I like my things.
But that's like the same thing with the Thundercats remake. Like it's okay, so it's
Reboot.
bad. Yeah, that sucks, but we still
Yeah,
have
but
the original.
Thundercats is my childhood. Yu Yu Hakusho is my childhood and also my adulthood.
I don't like when you touch the thing I like. let it. Don't touch it. It's done.
I'm sure it'll be.
It'll be fine.
No, I'm pretty sure, but it's just weird.
It's like the movies. Like the movies, were cool.
But they came out when
But they also
Yu Yu
came out during
Hakusho
the
was
time.
a thing.
Yeah.
But it'll be cool. The
But look-
screenshots are cool,
All that matters is the boys are back in town.
basically.
That's all that matters. The
You guys
boys are
seen
back
the
in town.
Castlevania trailer?
Boys are back in town.
Season
I'm gonna watch that's the next series I'm gonna watch, and I gotta finish watching Lucha Underground. I'm close to finish watching season 2.
I can't find fucking season 3.
It's on Netflix.
Pirated. Oh yeah, I can watch on Netflix.
Just watch on Netflix, dude. That's what I'm doing. Moving on. Finally,
Last
we're
thing.
fucking finally here. Jagan, baby.
How long are we in?
It's almost gonna be 2 hours.
Shit.
We're 137, so but most of this is gonna be fodder, so it's gonna be fun.
I don't know about that.
We're back here again. Spoilers again. We're gonna be reviewing.
No one reads Japan.
What's crazy because that picture with him, Migosi or something like that.
Who?
Migosi.
Oh.
The basically mechanicals.
I heard Migos for some
Yeah,
reason.
I heard Migos. I'm like, Migos.
Migosi or something like that.
I just said his name, but
Misogi.
yeah. Misogi, yeah.
He did that like thing with his fingers that put the words
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
And I was like, I've seen this before. It was like a meme, but so long ago.
Yeah. It was a
This-
meme from
this
like
is
way
an old
before, and
manga.
people were asking, "Where is this from?" Oh, it's a manga called Jigan. What?
But then I was surprised at how short it was when I finished it. So.
I mean,
It's
it's
still going.
relatively new.
The arc that they're in is just ending.
Because I started reading it like
When
a
it was
couple
like
chapters.
coming out.
Yeah, a couple chapters after it was out.
Yeah, I think when we started reading, it was like I think only 10 chapters in or some
Yeah, it was pretty.
shit. Barely, like anything was happening. Barely, just barely.
But I found out because of Instagram. I just saw random pictures. Like, that looks cool. I'm gonna check it out. And I was like, alright.
But Brian, you're fresh. We've talked about this enough. Give us your opinion so far of what you thought. I need your high calcium opinions.
I think it's okay.
Like,
Like-
in the head.
I don't know. It's all right. It reminds me of kind of like Berserk, where there's like a
How
bunch
the
of
fuck does it remind you of Berserk?
well, in the sense that there's a lot of senseless murder and killing, like death, like just people just die left and right. It's like
Not necessarily senseless.
I don't know.
It is
How is Berserk
senseless.
senseless? They live in a time where there's constant war.
I'm saying in regards, it's like that. Okay, Berserk has it makes sense, I guess, but here it doesn't. Like it's just a bunch of killing because these guys are possessed by frogs, which are they
Oh.
managed to make monsters out of frogs.
Well, no, that's not necessarily true either. But keep going. Sorry, I don't want to
Different.
cut you off. Keep going.
Um,
I'll hold my opinion.
But yeah, I think it's cool. The imagery is nice, like all that crazy crap. Like when the faces the humans make are just like really funny to me. It's like outrageous.
Mhm.
But
Well, they're like realistic. Like,
yeah.
not many manga like allow their characters
To be
have
very
wrinkles.
like that expressive,
Yeah,
like
to have
overtly
wrinkles.
expressive.
Like when they cry,
Mhm.
usually tears, or they cover their face. They don't like characters showing wrinkles.
I didn't like the love interest type thing.
Which
Like-
one?
The Jasaki. That's his name, right?
Yeah, I just call him Chisaki.
Jasaki. Like, I could tell instantly when I saw her that his girlfriend was gonna die,
Yeah.
and that the police girl was gonna be
Yeah.
a love interest. I saw it immediately, and then it happened, and I was like, and then these things that bother me is like when they're not on duty, when they're approached by these a-holes or like they see a-holes in the street, they're cops, but they don't do anything.
That's
You
Japan,
would
though.
think
That-
they're not,
that's real
they
life.
don't
That's
do
Japan,
anything.
Because what he is, he's not a cop. He's just more like a beat cop.
security, yeah, like
He's just kind of like, hey, stop doing that. Like he's just trying to keep.
when
Stuff
they
in
first
order.
show him, he's not doing
explaining his
anything
job.
important. He's literally just walking around. There's a couple drunks there. Stop being drunk. That's
he,
it.
He wants to beat the living shit out of them because they're such a nuisance. But like
Nah, he
I
wants to
have to
kill
uphold the peace. I
There's a
gotta be like,
Like
Nice.
he's doing
He's a
like
psychopath.
the
Yeah,
most like
basically.
smallest thing. Like if there's drunk people there,
I have to deal with it. I can't avoid it. It's just
but
like
he's
that.
not saving people.
Yeah, but that still bothers me because why then become a cop? For both of them, why become a cop in the first place? If even in your off days, you're not gonna try to like.
You know how
Calm down
annoying people
down
would,
people
would,
are.
would
But he's
cops
not a
be?
hero. He even said it. I'm not a hero, dude. I'm doing this because it's a job. I don't want to do anything else.
Yeah, not many cops off. Unless you want to be those crazy cops who like
But that,
do shit off duty.
I mean,
but that's what
I'm just
Misogi
saying
is.
that's what I would. If I was a cop and I was off duty and some a-hole was being an a-hole, I'd approach him because I'm a cop. I'm gonna approach you.
So
I'm
you're
gonna say,
abusing
hey,
your
stop
power.
that. I'll
Yeah.
pull my gun out.
But that's what Misogi did. Like he was trying to do
And then you'll
that.
be on Warsaw Hip Hop, and everyone who isn't white will hate you because you're just a swine piece of shit
Pig.
who
How dare
abuses
you?
your power.
How dare you? But your team's minding their own business. You would have
And here you are. You're not even on duty. If you had a gun,
Bigot.
you would shoot them in the head straight.
bigot.
Asshole.
But you're just doing your job, off duty.
Off duty, yeah.
Pig.
It's like working in
Suspended
a
for
shoe place and then off
1
duty you go and you're like, hey bro, you shoes is looking kind of crusty. Come over here. I'm off duty, but I'm gonna keep doing what I do.
I'm gonna school you right now, real quick. No cameras.
It's like a off-duty teacher trying to teach kids on the street. People look at you and they're like, man,
I see you lacking with that
you're
math.
crazy.
Go over here. Let me teach you some quick equations, bro. You lacking.
Okay, well then I guess my whole point is then the whole being a cop thing is completely meaningless.
Well, but that's what he's trying to say, that he's so bored of like everyday life. He says it.
Being a cop in this story is just their way of writing why he would be involved in these mass.
Yeah, it's sort of like an excuse, but
Because if he wasn't a cop and he was just a normal young adult, why would he be in half the places that he is? The whole reason why he's written to be in these areas is because he's a cop.
his situation. Yeah.
If he wasn't, he would be at home doing nothing.
Because
He's not a cop.
anything
But because
is
he's a cop.
shit. Well, no, he did it because he wanted to be in like action-packed situations.
Yeah.
He wanted that adrenaline, but when it turned out that like, oh, I just gotta
Being a
like
cop,
patrol.
it's not like that at all.
I have to ride on a bicycle. I have to tell people not to do these things, but they still don't respect me, and I have to come home, go to sleep, see my girlfriend, eat dinner, wake up, do the same shit again.
Which is funny because
Fuck this shit.
that life or
And then
the
he
one
watches
has
the
now,
eggplant
they're
shoot
both
people.
terrible.
Well, yeah.
It's a depressing manga actually because
Yeah.
the monsters are monsters and even the heroes are monsters and all of them
Yes.
will eventually
Yes,
die.
thank you, Brian. Yes, that's the point that they're trying to get across. So, like, when they reach, like, fractured humans, it's because they reach a certain breaking point. Like that alligator teacher,
Yeah.
right? He was just getting belittled by, like, this kid's mom and
That's
telling
so
him
hilarious.
how, like, hey, you're supposed to be doing this thing. This is why I'm paying money. Do your fucking job. Are you crying? Stop
Even though
crying.
he's
Listen to what I'm
like
saying.
a super
Are you listening?
nice
You're fucking
person.
listening. And then she ends up killing his son because she also becomes a fractured human, and she just loves being in control and power hungry. But then he's like, I'm tired of this abuse shit.
This manga
Bitch.
is because I know his other work. This manga is aside from the fact that it looked way different than his other shit.
Yeah, very weird.
This is like a character study more than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Different people,
It's
different people from
hilarious.
different walks of life and
Fractured
stuff.
humans keep talking about their problem, like the previous life problem.
Yeah,
Like
because
when they become monsters, they keep talking about it.
But
It's so
that's
fun.
like why they're monsters.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah,
they're
yeah, yeah.
obsessed with their thing that they're obsessed with.
And then the mother who was berating the school teacher when she turned into that kangaroo, she tried to stuff her son.
yeah,
in
but because that's all like
Oh my
thematic. That's
God.
representation. That's like she's overly protective and motherly, to the point where it's like it's overbearing.
Yeah, you hurt your kids like
Yeah,
that.
I mean, I get all of that. I'm just saying that there's also a humor side to it.
Yeah,
Because
exactly.
It's like very dramatic.
Yeah, exactly. And how the way he just transforms is so like, oh, what the fuck? Or even when the teacher, he refused to die because his I guess not would say morality, but he refused to die because of what he believed in, and he didn't want to show, teachers aren't weak and I'm not weak and I'm tired of being abused. And
Yeah, I mean,
being
I
treated like
saw
shit.
it as like he takes it all like every day. Like he keeps going. Like that's what it is. Like I'm keep going. Take all these shots from Jasagi and then I'm still keep going.
Ooh, what do you think about my favorite character?
Oh my god, the rapist.
What? No! What the fuck? Tree Man!
Tree
Chiharu.
Man? Oh man.
I love Chiharu.
His. I don't like him.
Rapist, what the fuck,
I
right?
don't like him.
To me, he's just there.
Man, fuck all
It's just
that.
I don't know. I can't
He did
fully
nothing wrong.
understand him.
Yeah.
I don't fully understand what he's talking about.
It's just he's outrageous.
What don't you understand?
The whole like selfishness thing and why he prefers like Jasaki over the others. Like they're fake and he's not, but he's still kind of fake and not like.
Because
very-
everyone else is lying to
I
themselves.
don't understand it fully.
Like the Triple H, right? They want to say that they're doing this for selfless reasons, that they're helping the people, and they're not betting themselves in
Wait,
any
but they're
way.
not. They're not lying to themselves. They say it to themselves that this is what they want. Like the girl, she says, "This is what I want."
She's
All
the
this
most.
fame.
Honest,
She's
she's
the
one
most
of the most
honest one,
honest
though.
characters in that thing.
She's not.
Which is
bullshit.
why I think she's gonna survive.
Yeah, she is.
So far, she has. But yeah, I mean, what's crazy? Everybody else died. It's kind of like spoilers. Deadpool 2, the team, the experts.
Oh, what? You fucking dickhead!
What?
I didn't know.
You didn't see
Wait,
Deadpool? That movie's been out for so
I don't
long.
care, bro. It could be a show from like 20 years ago. I don't want spoilers. Okay.
I already spoiled it, so I might as well.
Well, fuck you, Brian. Whatever.
It gathers up the X-Force and they immediately all die.
Man.
It's like the Triple H. They all die, except the girl.
Well, that's because
Both of the girls.
Right, oh, right, that girl too. I
Yama.
forgot about her. The healer.
But she wasn't really present.
she was doing other stuff off screen.
That's another thing I didn't like too. Another freaking she likes him. He's
Yeah,
got a girl.
But,
Like all
but
this.
there's a reason to it as to why he would even have a relationship.
And that's
with
like
her.
she likes him, but he doesn't like her. So that's like
Yeah, but
it's not really
But there's a
love
bond.
thing.
There's a bond.
yeah,
there.
there is kind of like a bond right
'Cause
now.
she gets
it
it.
could be further explored and
I
expanded
don't.
on.
He's not.
No, he is. I'm
No,
telling you. I'm telling you, it's gonna be a thing because she
I-
gets
They
it.
make a good pair, so
I don't think he's gonna catch feelings for her.
It's a possibility
there could be something.
I think that'd be really.
because he's a
I think he's more into Belle, but there might be something between.
Yeah, exactly.
Because they do make a good team with the healing.
That doesn't mean anything.
you don't know that yet.
That'd be dumb.
Ooh,
That would make no sense.
What do you think about his old high school friend though, the fucking loser?
I hate
The
that
rapist.
character. Yeah, the rapist.
I forget his name, but fine, we'll go with that.
I know it starts with an M, I think.
Whatever.
I think his
Like when they introduced him and like etc. from there.
Just the loser.
yeah, just a loser. He did what he did because he's a loser, and when he found out Karen Chen and fell in love, I immediately saw it after he was talking about, oh, I love you, this and that, and this. I was like, it's just not gonna happen. And it did.
Got cut.
Yeah, Karen Chen's a goddamn slut immediately.
How?
Because she likes this guy, and he finally says, I like you, on that day, and they fuck. So you're a slut. It's like you just wanted that. What?
With the guy she liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
She
but she's
just
the only
wanted
one.
that.
But she was the only one.
Didn't he use her too? He used her, right?
Yeah,
Basically?
that guy has like multiple girlfriends.
Yeah, but she only has eyes for him.
Yeah, but that's
She's an idiot. Yeah, but
it's
that's
more
not-
like the morality
there's a difference
behind
between
it.
a
I get what
slut
you're
and an
saying.
idiot. At least to me, a slut to me is someone who's with multiple people. She's literally just into him.
Well, when I see it as a slut, is that you don't have like.
That's just an idiot.
Slut-y. Like slut tendencies. Thought tendencies.
I will go with idiot then,
Thought.
just to be safe.
I mean, you already said it.
And
She's
yeah,
stupid, yeah.
all he could have done, which was he already put surveillance in the guy's home. He could have just saw that
yeah.
and peeped it afterwards that he had multiple girlfriends
But he
and found a
watched.
way to expose him and then go back into Karen's arms and see if
he
it.
That'd be
watched,
dumb
right?
as shit.
Hmm?
That'd be dumb.
I'll be dumb. He immediately got all emotional and went to go like get revenge.
No, I
and
know,
then
but
became a
like,
fractured human. That was
I doubt that
too
girl would have
much.
cared anyway. Which is what I'm saying. She's an idiot.
That's
but
what I was saying afterwards. See what can happen after that, because she.
She probably wouldn't care. I mean, it's not like she would fall in his arms.
After that, yeah, you'll be like, oh, I did this for you and this, and then he'll turn a fresh human. But they didn't give that a chance. He immediately got all emotional and just.
Yeah, because he's a loser.
He's always been
Yeah.
a loser, though. He used his job to try to get chicks. No, not even. Not try to get chicks. To sneak into their homes.
Yeah, well, to get their information and. sneak
Which
in.
is... Yeah, that was... Yeah.
So whatever. I mean, his character is just like.
Big fucking loser.
I don't understand.
That
He
makes-
has like no point to the story, but it's weird because
He's just
He's a character study.
he's just a character that some people sort of feel a slight attachment to. Because when he first was introduced, there were some people kind of defending what he did.
Yeah.
And to me, I'm just like, you guys. I think you guys.
Don't get it. Or don't understand like, what
I
he's
think you guys
doing.
have serious mental issues if you can
Find him as an
justify
apologist.
the things he's done.
yeah.
I think you're also projecting the fact that you probably
Probably got cocked.
are an otaku and you see yourself as a loser and you kind of are doing what he's doing. So yeah, I think you guys are just not there.
Yeah,
in
and
life.
even in his fractured human form, it's still really wrong. Like
Yeah,
he basically
Him
gets
when he was
women
introduced, I
addicted.
feel like I'm like, oh man, you're a really shitty person.
that worries me.
But then
for
when
the
he got
girl,
cuffed,
too.
is where a lot of people were like, man, I still feel so bad.
Nah, I didn't feel
And
bad
I'm just
at all.
like, you guys are.
Like,
you guys are kinda
you-
Like, they established his character. He's like, hey, this is a shit kid. Oh, but once someone treats you nice, I'm gonna stop being a shit kid. Because I fell in love.
Yeah, it's like a thief.
Cuck me?
It's like a thief who steals all his life, but the moment, someone like gives him something, he's like, oh, I'm gonna. You're not changing because you're a good person. You're changing because the circumstances that you're in sort of benefit, sort of allow you to like do the good thing, even though you should have been doing it in the beginning if you're an actual good person.
Finish your thought, Brian.
spoilers. I mean, we spoiled the crap out of this, but I guess now that he's dead,
Yeah.
do you think the aphrodisiac or the addiction to him from those women he possessed,
I think so.
is
Yeah,
it still
they're free.
there or they're free?
No, it's
they're
got to be
free.
gone.
Okay.
It has to be
Yeah.
gone.
He's dead.
Yeah, but I mean, it was like an addiction. Just because he dies doesn't mean you're not addicted anymore. It's an addiction.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's gone. Like, yeah, it's just gone.
Right. So then that means this girl is safe.
I mean, she was
Cut
kind of
girl.
safe to begin with because she kind of like.
She had that stronger mentality, but she still was affected.
Yeah.
So I was
Naturally.
assuming that she might still be affected. And she'll have
That's what I thought
problems.
last time. Tony, I
Nah,
saw
she's,
But
this.
if
she's,
he's
she's
dead
one of
and
the
it's
only
gone-
characters that I think is self-aware, and
That's kind of wrong though. Like, I don't know if they because it's a pretty dark manga anyway. But
Yeah.
that girl was 16. This dude just straight raped her.
yeah,
Yeah, but he did that to a bunch of other girls.
Yeah, but it only shows it that they're kind of like adult or something.
Yeah, he was
don't
around
know the
Jisaki's
age of the
age.
others.
He just looked like a twerpy kid. But that just goes to show you he was a beyond shitty person. But everyone is. Everyone's like, there's no good or bad. They're all like. kind
yeah.
of
I don't think it's manga
gray.
saying good or bad. I think it's just saying honest or not. And that girl was
like
the
that.
more honest.
Like the
character.
Slime Kid. Like he became a YouTube personality.
Reverted to sex just like the other.
Yeah, exactly. Because he got famous. He was getting attention.
She'll probably look different enough to where it's irrelevant
And we're
to
back.
the past.
Ooh, the little Tigger or the
Yeah.
bad bound?
Wait, we're back.
Yeah.
Uh,
Quickly wrapping up because our audio cut off.
yeah, Jagan, cool,
Decent.
so far so good.
Decent
Decent.
manga so far, yeah.
Wake your ass up, boy.
But
I feel like this thing is the manga's coming closer
No,
now.
the arc is ending.
No. What else they gonna fucking do?
There's gonna be stuff, but that's what I'm waiting. Chiharu's still alive. The girl's still alive. And I'm pretty sure the epidemic of like, hey, these fractured humans are a problem. Because they try to kill the newly elected mayor or whatever the fuck. Or prime minister.
they have a
Oh,
lot.
I
of
kind of
things
feel
to
bad for
explain.
the android guy.
Misogi.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's like, at least you killed me.
He's just a good guy that went bad.
His intentions are good, but I think certain things got to him.
Yeah, like his intentions are good, but
I think
power
he was doing
corrupts people.
fine.
There you go.
I
Huh?
think he was doing fine up until all those frogs just came up. And
Well, yeah, that's why he
Yeah,
got
that
he
wouldn't
got
have
upset.
happened. I'm pretty sure it would
His
have been
plan was-
smooth sailing.
I was
Yeah.
like, I'm getting all this shit. I'm doing everything fairly peacefully.
And then here comes a nigga with a frog. Rip it.
No, it's Chiharu with frogs. It's like, what up, niggas? I just Hitman 47 this shit.
Rip it. Throws a Kermit. And boom. Everything gets fucked.
I just thought of the frog from those Looney Tunes cartoons. Hello, my baby. Hello, my hometown girl.
Well, I think that's all we have.
So far, until next time. I guess this is a wrap up. Thank you for tuning in. I think we're really getting the hang of this. Please subscribe.
give us money.
Thank you, Brian. Give us money. Give us your what was it called?
Undivided.
Attention. And
Give us money.
I can't stress that enough. Give us money, please. Brian's got 2 kids, a wife. I got
Cat.
like a word. He's got 2 cats. Yeah. Edgar's got. He's got
I got a predator collection that needs more predators.
word. He's gathering dust. He needs something to clean it.
Uh,
Couple of showcases.
A word. Milk it for all its money. And that's where you can help. Alright, well, this is the end. Thank you. Bye. How do you end this shit? Fuck. Shut up.